we are back. I'm sure your phone will fix itself. It fix itself. So you are going down.
Going down the river.
Rolling on a river.
And now you are in this big cave where you two guys are floating with your casks, and you you are like climbed up on like Genhund's back, and you are swimming.
Is it now not too deep for Genhorn as it's opened up massively?
So as the cavern expands to the sides, you can try and grab from the sides to make sure that if there are sudden like drops in depth, at least you can get hold of something and kind of like push. And there are even in the middle of the cavern there are like a bit like stalagmites like poking out a bit, and there are you can see also from up there with your light some stalactites. It is quite wide, the cave, and the river has accelerated a bit. So you're kind of like floating in the middle, avoiding the pieces of rock that are jutting out of the central stream, which is a bit faster than the sides, of course. And you just hear, the dripping of water and.
There's no light anywhere, right? Like
No.
shining from the top.
The only light is coming
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the maze as you go there.
Not just like a crack from the
Yeah.
ceiling or anything.
And
Kraken.
you keep going. You keep going. For about another 10, 20 minutes. The cave is mostly the same. It hasn't changed features really. And
How the fuck? Where the fuck are we?
This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, I gotta say.
make this would be a nature check. Trying to figure out where
Oh, I'll have to go with it. That's a natural 20.
a natural 20.
4.
You get the feeling that at one point the stream kind of like turned west, and you're going straight. If you look at the water dip map, remove the Castellante Villa, it's going out to sea somewhere on the west, on the northwest end of the city, near the mud flats. So that the mud flats are the muddy flats that are at the bottom of the cliffs on the sea ward. So the cliffs are rocky, and they, instead of ending up in a beach, end up in mud flats. Well,
No, good then. On the mud flats.
and
Relaxed up until now.
and then of course it goes down to sea. And I mean you keep going, and 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, you get the feeling that as this whole cavern kind of like expands, it shouldn't be too late now or too long before you see light coming out at the other end. But as that about to happen, Arian, you're floating down with the light, and kind of you guys are floating behind, and you're just kind of like in the middle, like going, and suddenly your light catches just like a weird reflection. It's just a moment, or appears to be some kind of thing hanging off the ceiling, like a filament of something, like a cobweb, like one of those when a spider goes down from a single thread. And you're like, what the fuck is that? You try to swim away, and the filament kind of like slashes towards you. And
You did.
it immediately wraps itself around you. And you're like, oh fuck!
It's like Half-Life.
Yeah, kind of like Half-Life. And you become stuck to it. And as that happens, I need everyone to roll initiative. Please.
Moly. Wow, great initiatives from what I've seen.
16 and 10.
Okay, so
20.
16 is
Arian.
Arian is 16. Genhol is 10.
Yes.
19.
Oh wow.
And 21 for both Geth and Silas.
And
He goes 21 for both of us.
One
the hell?
legs, right? Or 2 legs.
You're all so scared down there that you all like react
Yeah, you got-
immediately.
Yes.
Genhor was
We're on edge.
10. Okay. Who's got the most dex? Silas, no?
Silas.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
I was going for Lord of the Rings, I don't know what the hell you were doing.
It's doing like a sort of deliverance kind of going down the river. Ooh.
Oh,
Wow, here you got rat pretty math. That's what's gonna happen.
Rolling. Rolling.
well, they're not as good as you, but still dexterous.
Nice.
Spurs. Nice.
So Silas, as this weird. One second. As this weird, like sticky filament, kind of like attaches itself to Arian. Arian, you can say something. It kind of like wraps itself around you, and it's both burning and very sticky. And you go like, ah! And he immediately there's a bit of water splash around him, and he gets kind of like pulled out of the water. He starts to get pulled out of the water. What do you do? You're climbing.
Shit!
Yeah.
Hold him.
I'm gonna like hoist myself up on Genhorn's,
Mhm.
sort of like push on his head.
Again hoist.
And yeah, I'm gonna again hoist myself up, and then just try and like leap off his shoulders and see if I can cut the thing with my.
I think because he was in the middle of the stream, and you were on the side with Genhorn, I told you you're going handholds. You are not close enough. In fact,
Wait, was I on the side? You said, like,
I can tell you exactly where you are. If you give me a second.
I didn't want to be on the side.
It's because you're not paying.
He built something.
Nice. Nice. So guys, Dwarven Forge.
When he builds something, you are where he says you are.
It's true. I made this spot for you, the danger area.
Oh, can you open the door?
On Genhorn's back, you say. Well, you can't be if Genhorn's over here.
I don't have the carbon set yet, so it has to be.
Ah, pathetic. Come on, give me another
I
one.
mean, all these walls are falling down.
It's a rough hewn. I'm gonna
It's
say,
very milky white water.
Arion, put yourself like right behind here.
This way.
Yeah, coming that way. That's the river. Genhorn and they were next to one wall, kind of because Genhorn was helping himself with one wall, and you were climbing, and then them floating behind.
In which
Floating.
case, I will try
Floating.
and
Floating on wings. Let's just keep floating.
climb up off Genhorn and like hold myself
That's what
into like a
sounds
bit
like.
of the rock.
Yeah. Okay. And
And just try and carefully draw my. Is there like foliage sort of on this rock? Like
yes,
shrubs?
there is some. So the trees represent some underwater plants and foliage.
So I'm gonna sort of pull myself up and try and get within the trees. So I'm gonna do the hide. I'm gonna do a bonus action hide.
Bonus section hide. Okay. First, make because it's wet. Make an athletics check to climb up.
14.
14. That's enough. You climb up and grab yourself from a piece of like underwater plant branch that is poking out, and then you can try to hide there.
13.
13. Okay.
You are hidden.
No, I'm not hidden. And then I'll take out my hand, crossbow, and just try and
But what are you aiming at?
What are you aiming at? You only see a
the
filament.
filament thing.
You're aiming at the filament.
How thin is it?
Is you can barely see it moving around.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very
It's like
thin.
it's super thin. Okay, well I'm gonna like trace it up.
Yeah.
so
Okay. So you
maybe-
trace it up to see where it's coming out from.
Yeah. Just
Well, okay. So I'm gonna say,
I imagine I'm getting closer to it with the light.
as he's coming, your range is 20 and 20 of dim. So it is just beyond the range, but about 50 feet high up, there is the ceiling is all like broken and from what appears to be a hole, like a kind of like an angled side hole in the ceiling, there is a strange white creature poking out. You can only see the two pincers and the head white poking out and a filament that is coming out of its mouth and it's currently doing this like
I guess I'll
and
try
sucking
and
it out.
shoot
It
that.
looks like this.
Ooh, nice.
Dang, that's gross.
Remember,
So it
you
is
have
about
this
60
advantage.
feet from you, so it's at the very edge of your dark vision.
But you might have advantage, you don't know.
I assume I don't have advantage on the.
I don't know, you...
Well, because he has disadvantage
Oh.
because of the range. So if he had advantage, you would be
So
neutralized.
you are hidden from you.
I am hidden.
Yeah.
So I.
The creature appears to not know where you
So I'm
are.
rolling with straights.
Yeah, you're rolling straight.
Ooh, that's not great. That's, yeah, 12.
Okay. 12.
Yeah.
You hit it, and you hear a chunk against its what appears to be like chitin armor, and ricochet away without penetrating it.
Yeah.
It appears it made a sound of some kind of chitin, like strong carapace kind of thing. Chitin. That was your action.
There's something in the rocks on the ceiling.
Keth, as you flow down, you see now this filament kind of like Arion is struggling and being pulled up by this weird filament.
How much weight can this
How fast? We said we're moving 5 feet per round. so quite
No,
slow.
this is faster now.
Oh,
This
okay.
is 10 feet per round. So if you're gonna
Okay.
float, move yourself 10 feet.
Okay.
Like put yourself like right next to Arion, basically.
Right, Sarian, I'm just gonna look up. Extend my hand.
Yep.
Send moths. Eldritch
Okay,
moths.
you go. You shoot. It illuminates. Imagine the filament all dark and it gets illuminated as it shoots up. Go for it.
Let him go! Maybe not! The first one is 12.
12.
That's why.
It hits the rock right next to it.
God damn it. Where is that thing? 14.
It hits the pins, the one of the
Yeah.
pincer, but again, appears to be very hard.
Good luck, Arion!
And it's now the
Done my
creature's
best.
turn, and the creature's turn suddenly goes.
Moths are not good against this guy.
Make a strength saving throw, as suddenly it goes
Shame it's not for me.
and it pulls you up like super fast.
I was about to cast resistance on here.
19.
That's a good roll.
19.
You got touch with those guys.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah. Well,
I was going to resistance then.
So it's trying to pull you. You are out of the water, like 10 feet above the water, but it tries to pull you like really fast, and you manage to like pull down and stay where you are. It didn't manage to like reel you up, but and that's it for the turn.
Wiggle. So slightly.
Yeah, and at that. At that, you hear Genhorn behind you. Guys, there's another one here. Ah! And another filament kind of like wraps around
So
Genhorn.
like, let's say
Yes.
you move 10 feet and then...
Yeah.
go-
So let put, please. I don't have these guys. So put one next to Genhorn and one next to Arion. Put in the map. Actually, wait. Sorry, I did think about that.
we've got those elevated pads.
Yeah.
Got elevators.
Anyone want to
Right,
swim?
what was their initiative?
Two of them roll really high.
You don't know.
Higher than my 19.
There's this that might be dropping.
So put them both in the same platform.
This is gonna be
Oh, you're not up there.
yeah.
No, they're not
Wow.
pulled yet.
Yeah.
Pull them down.
Okay. Fine.
That was another creature. And I need Genhold to make a strength saving throw, please.
You're good at that, right?
Not good.
How heavy is Genhold?
It's
I'll
fat.
Too heavy.
I can't see that, but 11.
11. Well, I mean, no, he would have to be like insane. He gets pulled.
He's insane.
And he goes. And as soon as it reaches the creature makes a.
Well, Tom, we failed you. Tom,
Have fun inside.
makes
never use that shield.
makes a claw attack
I
against.
mean, to be honest, Tom would have said like, "I'm gonna be like swimming with my shield."
16 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah. Hasn't picked it up yet, has it?
and he takes 10 points of slashing damage as one of the claw kind of like cuts him in the shoulder, and he's now essentially stuck next to the creature's face as the creature attempts to cut it. It's 50 feet up. And it's now your turn, Niall.
Well,
So you-
can I reach Arian with,
Well,
my hands?
You drift 10 feet forward, actually.
Yeah, you
10
drift
feet,
10 feet
yeah.
forward and you're right next to Arian.
Can I,
He's
can I
10
grab
feet in
him?
the air, no?
Oh, he's 10 feet in the air. No, you can't.
Okay, goodbye!
Resistant.
Damn it. There's no way of jumping that high.
I mean,
Jumping, you're
hold-
floating.
holding up, like.
Swim down and then breach in your full plate armor.
I mean, difficulty 30 you can try.
So these things are quite close together. Oh no, but he's up there now as well. Bugger.
They're like 20 feet apart then. 10, 15 feet apart.
Okay.
You don't have to resist.
As I'm floating down,
Yep.
I'll just cast spiritual weapon.
What's the range?
60, I think.
60? Okay, so you go vroom, something, what appears?
And it appears like a springy lightning bolt.
A what?
Like a springy lightning bolt.
It's a cartoon, it's a cartoon.
A cartoon lightning bolt.
It's got personality.
Yeah, okay.
What's it called?
I see you're riding a
Bolty.
Bolty. So Bolty appears next to the creature vroom, and make an attack.
Where's your Bolty Mini?
Oh yeah. Don't have a Bolty mini. Get a kit.
So that was level 2.
Good about the child.
1d8 plus 4. That's 10.
I mean, you have to roll for the attack first.
Yeah. That's true.
As I correctly indicated.
Going well.
So Bolty turns out to be not that
Bolty is just a
proficient.
friendly,
it's
friendly neighborhood.
What was the
Lightning bolt.
roll?
just a natural one.
Just
Natural one. Bolty hits the cavern rock.
Hey,
Put
Frank!
yourself in this
Bolty is
area.
just too excited.
Originally we were joking when we were sorry, but
Okay, so that was you, Niall. It's now.
sorry. So I'm gonna keep floating until
No.
I'm gonna try. Like,
You cannot control the rate
No, you
at
can
which
swim.
you float.
You can swim.
Yeah.
Oh, you can swim. Okay.
so I'm just gonna try and make it to here so I can stop.
Yeah, you can paddle with your legs on
wait,
top of the
you
barrel.
can only move half speed swimming.
yeah, it's only doing 10 feet.
Yeah, it's-
Okay,
Just to here, just so I can stop on this tree.
yeah. You're also wearing plate armor,
Yeah.
so make athletics check, please, with disadvantage.
He's got his bloke.
Yeah, but if he's going to swim, it's not the same.
So I've ditched
you have
one
to
of my
let go
floats
of the floats.
to cast that.
Okay, make an athletics check with disadvantage. You're not gonna sink, but you're gonna move very bad.
I mean,
It was
he's gonna sink. Don't worry.
it was a 2,
It's you.
but I've got some stuff.
Okay, you try to move it,
I
and
got plus
between
5.
and between the thing +5, okay, 7. Between the shooting and then the kicking against the current and the thing that is keeping you floating, all that weight, you barely manage to move in that direction. So you you float like 5 foot, but that's it. That's as far as you can move.
Oh, that's fine. I just didn't want to go further, so that's good.
No, you went further. Oh no!
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you managed to stay. Yeah, you managed to stay there. Okay, Ariel.
In that case, I'll just play by.
I'm gonna draw one of my daggers and I'm just gonna try and cut this thing.
Sure, go for it. You try to cut the filament.
So that's 23 to hit.
23. Yes.
And that's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You go. You cut it, and you go. "Ah!" You splash against the water.
I almost didn't want that to happen.
Huh?
I almost didn't want that to happen. I don't know what I'm doing. How am I going to kill this guy?
So you splash against right next to Niall.
But I can't change weapons, can I? I guess I've got a dagger and a...
No, because you use your free action to like get a dagger out.
Okay. Then...
Oh wait, what did you do with the mace?
I was in my hand, so I got 2 hands.
Oh, so you're like
Two hands!
I was thinking,
Because I'm a monk.
if you're holding onto the mace, how can you be holding onto the dagger and holding onto the thing? It's like, not holding onto the dagger.
yeah. So you cut it and you fell,
It's got me, just let go.
and you kind of like paddle up.
You're holding onto the trap.
Well,
I guess I'm going to try and just do what an algorithm wanted to do. Just float over to that bit.
you can float very easily because you're not carrying any particular weight on. Okay, Genhorn. Genhorn can do whatever he
Do his
wants,
savage.
but he can also try and break free of the grapple. It's a grapple.
I think
but-
he would go for a Primal Savagery, I think, first.
Huh?
I think he would go for the claws first. I don't know how bad these things are going to hurt him.
Would he not turn into a bear to try and break the grapple as he expands and then claw as he falls down?
That's what he would try and do.
yeah, let's do that.
That's his last wild shape, but he's,
Yeah. So he's gonna turn into a bear.
Yeah.
So it goes. "Roar!" You hear a bear horn, and make the filament kind of expands to accommodate the shape, but make a. So here's the thing, because it's sticky, this adhesive filament, ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage.
Okay, well, he uses action to turn into a bear.
Oh, his action is no bonus. Yeah, so
Oh shit.
so he stays there then. And it's now
That was suboptimal.
another filament kind of like goes
Another.
towards where you are, Keth,
Bring it on.
and goes. Make a strength saving throw, please.
Is it the same guy?
No.
Oh my god! We haven't even dealt with one of them.
18.
18. Okay, you manage to stay like it pulls you only like halfway. You manage to like basically grabbing the cask and you
barrel.
manage to like just stay there. And it cannot pull you up.
Not without my cask!
It's now
Oh,
Silas'
he's not up,
turn.
he's not up.
Yeah, but at least you know.
Oh, so
There's another guy there next to the
Holy
other guy.
shit, that guy looks more scary.
And they're like they keep like throwing shit to pull. It's another type of creature. From my bones Kickstarter that has some random creatures.
I'm gonna move just about 15 feet along the rock. because I
Okay,
see
it's all difficult terrain.
Yeah, so I assume like, I'm over 15 feet.
Yeah, and it's difficult terrain, but also because it's so slippery, please make an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna slide, I think. Into the
Yeah, I think you're gonna lose your footing because it's so wet, and you go and you splash a bit closer to where you were before, like over there. Well, you splash in the water. You're not prone.
But I can still swim over to this bit, right?
You can swim another. Yeah, you can swim. Yeah, because that's like 5 foot away from where you are. So you sleep, and then you
Scramble into those plants and try and hide in there, like try and
Okay, so you try. Well, yeah, you can grab a plant and kind of like do the apocalypse now, kind of just your eyes out of the.
that's 24.
Yeah.
So then just try and shoot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the one that has Genhorn.
As you go to shoot, you see the one that the filament was cut. It's kind of like releasing that one, and it falls, and it's vomiting another filament.
These guys are lovely.
I think we should just try and move past them. There's too many.
Wait, I don't say that because I'm presumably hidden.
Just say it in your head.
Yeah.
That's 20 non-natural.
Yeah, you go and look for a chink in that carapace and goes and,
I
go,
don't.
and sinks.
I can't sneak attack because the distance
No.
makes it disadvantage. I'm sorry. Oh wait, can I?
Genhorn.
No, I can have it because Genhorn's next to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's only.
yeah, it's concentrated on Genhorn, so you use the moment to wait and.
You're very knowledgeable about the these exoskeletons.
That is 9 plus 3 is 12.
12. Yeah, the ball sinks between two pieces of plate carapace and goes and a bit of like white blood just spills down.
I think we can. No, that's it.
Just swim past them.
Okay,
many
I'm
of them.
literally held by one, and so is Genhorn. I mean,
Keth, you're up.
swim.
how far is this thing above me?
It's now 40
40 feet
because they are
above me.
50. The senior of the cavern is
And
50.
how far apart are they?
Oh, they're all like right next to each other, almost. Those two are right next to each other.
Alright.
In fact, the one that is grabbing you, the one with the 3 little arms,
Yeah.
is not poking out of a hole.
Yeah.
It's just grabbing from the ceiling upside down.
Okay.
So you can tell that these guys have spider climb capabilities.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty fellas. Alright, I'm going. I'm not sure what the rest of you can do.
Also, wait, sorry. These creatures are native to the Underdark. You're very familiar with them.
No.
They ambush. In fact, one of them ambushed Drizzt in the books. They're called cave fishers,
Yeah.
and they put the filament until they trap and pull him out.
In memory of the great Rish Jordan, I'm going to extend my hand and I'm going to coat them in some kind of fire that is not going to hunt them, but it's going to.
Go for it.
No, you have to roll the checks off dex. There.
What is it?
Dex saving throws.
Dex saving throw.
Well, I mean, it's a 20-foot cube, so if they're all next to each other, I guess I'd be
4. I rolled of this guy. So
Well,
the
there's
one that is
3 of
holding
them,
you.
yeah.
So it's very fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one next to it, the one that was holding, rolled 13.
That's also fail.
Genhorn is also going to be in it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
The other one also fails. They all fail.
Okay.
He fails.
So everyone is lit up now, like a Christmas tree. You see now these horrible white cave fishes
Ooh,
in all their glory, and Genhorn as well in its bare form glory.
Go for them!
And you see what
Attack
the
them now.
original one is poking out of a crack, but the other two are just adhered to the ceiling, and presumably they moved to get to that position,
Alright, well, let's.
joining essentially the
Get
frame.
them!
And it's now the first one turn, the one that was holding Arion, and he's gonna go try and catch now Udar right behind, underneath it. So make a strength saving throw as the filament comes in contact with you. Well,
Wait. Just wait as +2. That's
So?
8.
8. Yeah, he goes, catches you and
Whoop. Hey,
up. You
buddy.
go, no, all the way up.
All the way up.
Because he
Back.
failed.
Oh,
Only if
okay.
you succeed, you stay down.
Okay.
Okay, I go as you go up with the pincer with the claw. Chunk.
21.
21 what?
Have you
Oh, I
shield
see.
out?
Yeah,
Have
you
you
got
Oh,
shield
it
out?
grabs. Huh?
I didn't have your shield out.
You don't have your
Come
shield.
on.
No, you don't have your shield out. You had
Too
casks. Okay, so it's 19. Still fails. It basically tries to. You imagine what it does to like smaller creatures, which is cut it in the middle, and as it grabs your abdomen, it goes clank.
Wrong bit of meat for you!
This thing kind of stronger than you thought.
It's trying to pull you up. The next one, next
oh,
turn.
another.
Sorry, no, it's Genhorn's one. This one.
Right. It'd be good if I was up here alone.
And now that he has Genhorn there, with advantage because Genhorn is very fired, he's gonna make 2 claw attacks against
He's
him.
got 11 AC.
Joe.
So yeah, both hit with against AC 11.
No idea. I mean, you can try it.
They're Underdark, but I don't know this.
So there's 10,
Oh, no,
16, 17, 23 points of slashing damage of the 2 claws. Let's go. You
Is
see,
it still a bear?
no, it's not a bear. It's taking out chunkies of bear flesh,
Oh.
and as it's holding the bear right next to its mouth, and then it goes into Genhorn form.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you're laughing. It's like.
wait, how many hit points?
He takes extra 4 rolls.
4 extra. Okay. So and the
Four
last
damage.
claw actually damages and sinks into Genhorn's flesh, which is like, oh guys, I need help. So it's now Niall's turn.
Maybe do something that is going to be more reasonably effective.
I mean, Genhorn's up here,
Does
so
the unicorn then Q wounds himself?
I can't explode. That's bad.
I mean, you have advantage on attacks on them, just so you know, because they're all very far.
Yeah, it's the outline is perfectly delineated before you, as you're
Alright.
being held there.
I'll just do my bonus first. Spiritual weapon.
That also has advantage.
Yeah.
Despite I can't see, but I know.
Well,
No
yeah,
advantage.
it has advantage.
You roll again.
Well,
Why are you rolling against it like a slope? It's so
a
weird.
14 doesn't hit, right?
No, 14. No, it doesn't hit. it hits, it just doesn't do anything. Don't you have a tray there that you can use?
It's that map that shows all of them.
I'm gonna get the. Do these things have eyes?
No, they have. Actually, well, they appear to have. They appear to have eyes, but no, not that you can tell. I mean, this is what the face looks like.
Holy moly, guacamole.
They have like tiny holes, but you think they are for smelling or I don't know. You have no clue. Make a nature check if you want. I'll give you a nature check.
I want to know if they would kind of not like light. 14.
That's Genhorn. Genhorn, does this have eyes?
14,
You have wisdom.
15.
15. Just based on the appearance of its mouth that is right next to you, you get the feeling that these creatures don't need sight and don't care about
Okay.
sight.
Okay.
In that case, Spirit Guardians.
Spirit guardians. Okay. Is it the moment they appear they do something?
So, if you're good or neutral, well, that just changes. So they'll be angelic. You can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. So again, Horn. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area when the creature enters the area for the first time. On turn, it starts to turn near, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Okay, but at the moment is the moment when they start
So
their
if
turn.
it starts to turn near.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you want to designate the rest of us just in case we get sucked into
So,
it?
yeah, obviously, any friendly is unaffected.
Okay. Cool. Arian, you are now next to that wall. You floated next to that piece of.
Okay, I'm going to use that as to steady me as I draw my bow.
Yeah.
I'm going to take 2 shots at this guy that's got Genhorn.
Okay. So you put your back
You
there.
have advantage.
Get your bow out.
3d8.
Natural 19 and a natural 1, so I'll take the 19 plus 6, 25.
No, just take the one.
Yeah.
So that's 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay. The blood as it falls now is weird. Before it was kind of like pale white, and now it's a bit orangey. It's kind of changing color as you damage it.
So yeah, second attack. Natural 2 and a natural 14, so I'll take 14, which is plus 6, so 20 non-natural.
20.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, Lucas. Give it 6 hit points back. I couldn't have sneak attacked it last time
Oh.
because I had disadvantage on the roll, but it was I had advantage.
But a Genghorn was next to it.
No, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if an enemy is within 5 feet of the enemy, and you don't have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So 10 points of damage from me.
And the second one is 10. Okay. It's hurting it a lot. Okay. It's Genhorn turn. Genhorn is in Genhorn form. What is he doing?
He's
This
gonna-
creature is kind of like.
Had damage.
And Genhorn sees that the blood is kind of like getting this orangey redder color.
He wouldn't know what that means.
As he, yeah, no, think you will know. Well,
He's a naturalist.
But the underdog.
make a nature check.
Would I
It's
know?
very hard. That's a good one. Make a nature check
Maybe
with
I can, maybe I can
advantage.
shout something.
with advantage.
It's not bad.
12.
So mine is 15.
What do you think? Okay, yeah, it makes sense that you would know. You know that as this creature get hurt, the blood becomes flammable,
No.
Well,
and you can literally burn them really bad.
flame on.
Yeah, but if you're stuck next to them, you're gonna get in trouble, right?
Well,
Okay. I'm gonna shout, the blood can turn on fire! Careful!
Well, he's gonna use his spirit totem to make a unicorn come out of
Yeah.
the water and just kind of float in the air just above here. And then he's going to cure wounds on himself, and then everybody else gets 5.
okay, so roll your damage. So you know that they can literally burn to death if when they get enough hurt. So they become vulnerable to fire.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure we got any fire people here.
what's the cure wounds? Yeah.
He did 10 hit points, but he also gets to do this to himself, doesn't he? The unicorn thing.
Yeah, the unicorn is if he's within the radius.
Okay, yeah.
Good job. I wasn't holding a torch.
Okay. So a Genhorn comes out. A unicorn comes out of the water like, and it's kind of like floating there, waving its horn because it can't really. It's
Stupid
not a
noise.
Pegasus.
Makes
I-
like dopey eyes and tongue hanging.
The one that is holding you is trying to pull you up. Strength saving throw.
Here I come, baby. 10.
10. All the way up. And you claw attack 15.
That's my armor class.
So it hits. So you take
Give me some of that
9, 12 points of slashing damage as it cuts through your armor.
Everybody got 5, by the way. In case you
Yeah, yeah. 12.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, start their turn. Give me some 3d8s.
Start the turn.
Give me some d8s.
Oh, yeah.
Silas.
When you start your turn or when they
No, when they start their
Okay,
turn.
he needs to get damaged, that creature.
What's
Because
the
of
radius
spirit.
of your thing?
Well, I mean,
It's
that's why he
like
cast
20
it.
foot.
Oh, yeah.
They're totally in it.
It's okay, make your. So is it
Radiant.
any saving throw, or they just take it?
There's a save, isn't there?
Sure,
Yeah, there's a
that's
save.
what they say.
Otherwise that'd be
There's a
mad.
little bit of P otherwise, yeah.
It is pretty crazy, still.
It's still pretty.
Oh, it
good.
was wisdom.
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
15.
How wise are these creatures?
Natural one
And not wise beyond their years.
All of them are. Oh, no, just the one. Sorry.
is the one that pulls.
Oh my god!
4 out of 3d8.
Are they vulnerable to radiant?
4. Okay,
Fucking
so
hell.
your guardian's hurted, but he's kind of like he's like so excited that if I has a prey like near it that it doesn't get too hurt. Silas.
I mean, that was great.
I didn't even know you do anything.
Look at my
Just chilling.
crossbow and just. I don't know what I can do. They're too high, I can't get up to them. It's just. I don't know, I just sort of let out like a burst of rage and it has to make a wisdom. No, intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
Intelligence. Oh, okay.
No,
But
just the one that's
within
got,
range.
the one that's got you.
So you go, "Rah!" Shouts,
Yeah,
intelligence saving throw. Yeah, that's gonna pay because it has -4.
Takes 7 points of damage.
The one that is holding him.
It's like a
7.
infernal blood boiling scream.
And as he does that, from the chinks in the armor of the spiritual guardians, the blood again starts becoming orange.
Where's my lighter?
Get a torch
but
out.
you know there is a point at which it becomes flammable. It's not.
Okay, yeah, so
If you've got a torch amongst you, get it out.
Keth, your turn.
Prestidigitation.
So, I don't have my weapon out.
Is it?
No, you left your cask down in the water. That's now floating.
No, my weapon, I never had it out.
Yeah.
Is 10
Because I now had it summoned because I didn't expect that to be.
Yeah, of course.
I was getting my shield out and just holler down.
Just chill.
Just spirit guardians
I'll
and
get
my
tired
spirit weapon. I got all day.
Oh wait, I forgot to do the other rest of the thing in my turn.
No, you do it. I mean, it's fine. I'm still
That's your
pondering. I don't have I have no swords. I only have these boys.
I say, I want those casks to flow downstream because they're lost.
No!
Sorry, Lucas, just before it switches my turn, I forgot to. I'm gonna try and move across to here.
Okay.
Can I jump?
No, because you're just in the water, like grab
only
from
on
the branch.
Okay.
So you can try and climb a bit.
I'll swim
Yeah.
for half my movement
Yeah.
speed, and then I'm gonna do what's it, rogue thingy, cunning action.
Bonus action.
Yeah, to start
Climb?
trying to climb up.
Okay, make again an athletics check.
You tried to jump into your foot drag.
No, I'm gonna slip.
Yeah, you go and you slip down into the water.
So how about those sit-ups?
Environment is the best thing for this fight. It's like everything becomes so much more
Get out the
complicated.
torch!
How I'm 50 feet up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And is that like? I mean, are there any places where I could sort of like land somewhere here?
No, I mean it's there are like ledges and whatnot, but it's not like a massive platform. There are like ledges like what he's climbing on each side. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn into mist, or moths actually. I turn into moths out of this creature's grip,
Oh,
and I'm going to 30 feet down, sort of close to where that is, but on the water side
You're-
of it.
you're
As
so
opposed
you're
to-
gonna miss the step.
Yeah.
Mi-
Moth this step.
Moth step. Like so, you turn. Suddenly, it's like it's like a cloud of moths, and you go, and you reform
Above the water.
above water, and then you go.
You'd be like 30 feet above the water.
20 feet.
Well,
20.
if you moved across.
Yeah, if you. No, it's a bit diagonally, but it's not a lot.
That's fine.
You fall 25 feet. Make a acrobatics check to make sure that you avoid any
Yeah.
sharp edges near the.
And I'm dead.
I was-
19.
19.
The water.
Okay, yeah, you manage to like position yourself so you splash down. 20 feet is like 8 meters. It's not.
As I'm bubbling out and my hands coming out of the water.
No, you can't.
It's
Oh, it's a
bonus
cantrip.
Cantrip, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bonus step. It's a bonus step, yeah.
It's almost there. Okay, yeah, go for it.
That's 17 for the first one.
That hits.
The one that pushes him away.
10 points of moth damage
To the second one. Okay.
to the one that was hitting me. And
Yeah.
the second one is a 16.
It's, by the way, it's not moths, it's modes. But
I just
for some
thought-
reason, from the first
It's
day, you
fine,
understood
now it's moths.
It's modes of light.
Definitely moths. I mean,
It's modes of light, but whatever. So, and the second one to attack is
16.
16 hits.
Another 8 points of damage.
It's, okay. The
18
creature is
total.
kind of like writhing in its place. The first one, which is now the one that has
Actually, I have
Nile.
advantage on those rolls, so I'm gonna roll again and
It's
see
gonna
if I
take
got
damage
a,
first.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
not.
wisdom saving throw. 19.
I'm gonna do it one by one this time.
So it's half
Take
damage.
forever.
Half damage is wisdom saving throw 19.
Oh, bollocks. Probably still be more than the last one. That's a 7. That's a 7.
Yeah, it's already
And that's an 8.
That's
So 14, 22,
Yeah.
11. Okay, the creature starts being pierced by your things. Actually, you did take damage, Kev? Or not?
I did.
Fairy fire concentration, please.
Very true. Yeah, that's fine. That's 12 total.
That's fine. Well, I don't know how much damage you took, but yeah, you didn't take more than 24.
No,
Um,
12.
Okay, so you.
It's 24,
The
that
creature,
I have died.
after taking some damage, it goes with the claws against you. You have crazy armor. Oh, one of them is actually 23. The other one doesn't hit.
And that's an owie.
So one of them hurts you. That was a shit roll. 7 hits points of slashing damage.
Good.
Finally, manages to find a place where you didn't quite, because you don't know the plate armor very well. You didn't like tie it down very well.
Concentration check.
Concentration check for the spirit guardian, please. 10 or more.
Don't roll a 1. Which dice?
Stop rolling in the slope. Can you roll?
It's not really sloped anymore. I mean, it's like
I can roll
this
here.
now. So
He did a sloping it.
Wow! Spear Guardians off. It's now Genholm's guy turn. Genholm's guy turn again.
Oh shit, that's pretty guardians.
Yeah, no Spear Guardians. It's 15 and 21 the attacks.
well, I just got to explode.
Huh?
So
They both hit.
They both hit.
How much plus is he?
Genhorn has to get
He's on
out
four
here,
right now.
Oh, because he healed himself in the uni.
8,
or I kill
12.
Genhorn and we save him later.
13 plus 6, 19 points of slashing damage. That's just taking chunks
still
out.
good here, right?
Genholm again. Oh, guys. Hola.
Get frustrated. I need to go over.
He speaks Spanish now.
Wish I could
Hola,
turn
let me
into a
help.
Hola, amigos.
Niall, you're up. Your concentration is out.
Oh no, he's not going to be
Have you know about like Warcaster?
These
Yeah,
creatures
well,
are
that's
not.
one.
These creatures are not that tough, but environment makes everything harder.
Crazy amount of damage.
Yeah, they're fucking.
It's 2d6 plus 3 per claw.
Over half
Yeah,
his
but,
health each time you hit him.
Yeah, but if I'm rolling 4d6 plus 6, that's a lot.
You have advantage on attacks, so you're
Full damage 90.
if you want that for any reason. But
Oh shit, you have advantage in attacks against Genholm. Let me see if there's a crit there.
You want to kill him.
No, there isn't.
I probably get that quiet next time. I mean, I already killed one of his characters, so it's fine if I kill another one.
I want to do.
Don't forget,
how
you-
much is Genhorn being hit?
George, you got hit and you've got your Wrath of Storms as well, don't forget. Although that would also hit Genhorn.
No, I don't.
Wouldn't it?
No.
As an enemy.
This person.
Do you know that you can use your action to try and break the grapple with disadvantage?
Oh, yeah,
I told you that.
Yeah, we all have shit strength.
You don't know, yeah. It's an ability check, so you choose acrobatics or athletics with disadvantage.
Yeah, but then my only option is to jump.
You're gonna fall into the water.
I mean, you're going to fall into the water either way. I don't
Can
think-
I help Genhorn get out this turn somehow?
You can help him out by giving him advantage on their attack. Essentially, stop concentrating on your own and go and start pulling the filaments off
Yeah,
Genholm.
I just want to help Genhorn.
Which one did you
I'll also
find, though?
cast guidance.
the one that had
on him,
Joe.
I guess. So
Not
guidance.
gonna-
Well,
You can only do one of those things.
yeah, is the help action. So it would be you can't cast a spell and do the help action.
So what's actually better? I just
Well-
it works out the same.
You can try your sword first. You don't know how weak these guys are now. Because you've got your spiritual weapon, which is bonus.
Yeah. Use your spiritual weapon first to start with.
Okay, so
Actually, you should roll a concentration check for that, or is that not concentration? No, that's not concentration.
which one's being hurt the most?
That's fine. So,
The one, so the two that are not holding you have been hurt the most.
6
It's got advantage.
plus.
There you got advantage, yeah.
my crit.
I rolled above a 10 yet. 6 plus 7.
What?
6 plus
13.
To which one?
yeah.
Total.
the
No,
one
not
total
damage. That's
attack.
that's
Oh! Yeah, you go.
Bolty!
Bolt is not doing anything. By the way, the one that is holding Genholm, the blood is boiling now. As
Set it
it's-
on
as it's-
fire!
As it's coming out of its
You might
wounds,
set
it's kind of
Kenner
like
on
bubbling.
fire, but set it on fire!
Okay.
What do you do with your action?
So I'm just
Oh,
gonna
he's
say,
got
get
his
on!
arm.
Get out of here! Try
And,
and.
you're gonna grab the filament. So you're being held like this. You stretch, grab Genholm filament, and try to help him out. You're being both. Essentially, you're like Cirque du Soleil, while they're like with the silk thing, like held sideways, like pulling the other one.
You pull back up.
Okay, Arian, you're up.
I'm going to take 2 shots at the one that has Genhorn again. So that's 11 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Jesus. It's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
With the advantage,
Second
you
one.
only had 11.
8.
8 points of damage. More boiling blood that just falls into the water. And it's now Genholm's turn, so he's gonna try and break the grapple with advantage because he's helping.
Yes.
So straight because he has disadvantage.
It's a natural 1.
He grabs his hand and becomes more stuck.
Get on!
No, I should have got myself wedged even further.
That means,
I'm in a pickle.
he's also stuck on the one that's also.
Yeah, you're stuck together now.
I touched the wrong one.
Again, I'm the worst person for escaping this thing.
Yeah, and without another wild shape. Okay, so that was Genhorn, and it's now the creature that is holding, that was holding you,
Me.
and it's gonna shoot a filament 60 feet against you because you escaped. Like go,
Actually, he
Come on,
might,
mate.
might be the
make
only
a
one
strength saving throw.
outside of 60 feet.
No, it's 60 because they are 50,
So that's 11. So I fail the saving throw and it picks me all the way up.
and it picks you all the way up. You go again,
Oh no, another one!
and you go.
Wait.
Just trying to go Nova here!
That grapple thing isn't gonna do anything. Don't try and hit the grapple.
Yeah,
Just
it's
stab it, stab
pointless.
it.
You need to fight it up there. It fails the attack. Is 13 to hit?
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, so basically the creatures they bring you to eat you up, and you just need to
Why
like.
don't you bring Silas up, you motherfucking piece of shit?
Don't get me up either.
Bring me up,
I don't have a weapon actually.
That was their turn, so it's now Silas's.
We got the two most. Actually, you're not. Like, you have the bow, you're fine. But we have the two most melee.
Right, a 20 is coming, guys. A 20 is coming for me. It has
I
to.
get 4 attacks, knock him off the ceiling, tons of stuff.
What do you do? Move the barrels a bit then.
No.
This one kind of bounces on.
Technically, I've got one still stuck under my arm. Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna say that you got stuck with the barrel with the cask. So you have one hand with the cask and the other one is like. It wrapped the
This
filament.
we're rolling badly. I'm stuck.
What are you doing, Silas?
I'm gonna try and.
Oh shit. I know that's not concentration. I didn't get damage.
No, you didn't get hurt.
Try and climb
Make an athletics check, please.
a bit more. It's a natural one. I can't climb.
You sleep and hurt yourself 1 hit point. you still hurt yourself like elbow against the stone.
Yeah,
That's how you're
it's,
gonna
it's probably a good thing that we didn't go to fight the Gasalances.
Man, it's the rolls. Like the things you're trying, they're fine. It's just the rolls are ridiculous.
So I'm gonna move. I guess I'm just gonna. But
I'm just gonna lay flat and.
I'm gonna try and climb again with my bonus action.
With your bonus action, make an athletics check. You're like fuck. That's cocked.
Can't even roll it. That's a 2. Just like scrambling on the rock.
Yeah, you're scrambling. It's like fuck.
Really angry, like tilted, can't get up, and then just in anger, just scream again at this thing in like
Which one?
the one that's got Genhong, 'cause I think
The
he's
one-
the only
so
one I'll be
he's,
able to
what
reach.
was it?
Intelligence saving throw,
They have
Just like-
-4, so it's gonna work. Yeah, 5 in total.
cursing really loudly and infernal. Like
Yeah.
thrash around a bit more. Yeah, a bit more and more like feral and angry and frothy, and then my eyes are like.
Wait, is that? Your second spell.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
Mine's
Yeah.
10 points of damage of force. No, psychic damage.
Wait, it's a country. Oh, because you're level 5.
Because
Because
I'm
that's why
level
you're
5.
doing 2 dice. Okay, so you shout at it, and it goes, and I see it like kind of like rides around, hit the head against the rock because of psychic damage, and starts hitting more, like hurting itself, and like chunks of like flesh and blood, boiling blood. It's looking very very hurt. That one. Keth, you're up. The creatures pull you up. It's still very fired. You see now Niall with the cask filament like wrapping, one hand extended towards Genhorn, kind of horizontal, and trying to pull, and Genhorn got like stuck. They're like stuck together now with the 2 filaments. It's a bit like it was a bit of a comedy.
Can I see the creature that is? Can I see that they're all attacking that one and that's what hurt?
Yeah, the one that is over there is more hurt. The one that's holding her Genhorn.
Alistair, help the poor druid. I'm just gonna shoot at it.
Uh,
I have this advantage because I'm in melee, right?
Correct.
Okay, but I flat.
So
because-
straight.
14 plus 7.
That hits.
Hopefully that will also hurt. 7 points of force mortal damage.
So
Seven.
one hit, and you have 2 hits.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that would be enough.
No, you hit it. The claw kind of like turn, and it's now just barely holding. You see, kind of like one of the foot comes out, and it's just barely holding itself by the last 3
Yeah,
legs.
goddamn son of a bitch.
Stop floating down here.
And the second one shoots and hit the rock
And I'm
behind
like,
it.
I'm getting frustrated!
I get so frustrated that I'm surrounded by moths all of a sudden, and that creature takes 4 points of poison damage.
Oh,
And
is
my
that?
cloak of moths.
Yeah, but that is that.
That's bonus action.
The bonus action. Okay, you go. Yeah, and you see Keth, a new thing, surrounded by motes of light, and they start going through the moths of light. Okay.
So, that's just the creature next to me.
Yeah.
Kill that goddamn fucking bastard.
Okay. It's now the first guy, which is the one that is holding Niall, and it's like, it's just you and your cask are mine, and it's gonna try and hit you twice. Oh, look at that! A 2 and a natural 20. So one doesn't hit, the other one does 4d6 plus 3.
Well, as a treat, he can get Wrath of the Storm.
Wait.
See if
Let me
you're
roll
conscious.
damage.
Yeah, just wait.
Oh, that's a really shit roll. So 13 points of slashing damage. 13.
Hey, we're gonna die.
And what do you do?
Wrath of the Storm.
Wrath of the Storm, which is dexterity saving throw.
Dex 15.
17 plus
Five is
1,
up there.
18. So they take half damage, I believe.
Five is
Yeah.
up there.
So
How
roll
much
your
is that?
damage.
One of them hit me. Do damage for you.
7,
Yeah, it'll explode.
10.
10.
So 17.
Not 5.
Off the
10.
roof.
10 plus
Oh,
5.
oh.
So there.
10 halved.
5.
Okay.
Move them. Yeah.
So some electricity runs through its body.
Oh, just you wait.
The one holding Genworn hurts as it is.
Fucking son.
It will desperate now. It will walk away 20 feet. It can move with spider climb,
Taking him with him.
taking Genhorn with him to retreat in a hole like that. So he moves 20 feet away as he attacks with the claws.
Does he move at half speed because he's carrying, or?
No,
no, he's
no.
he's not. Like, he's
So one fails and the other one hit. The other one is like 22.
Might survive.
So 2d6 plus 3. That's 8 points of slashing damage.
He's alive.
He's alive.
How much is he on?
6.
Um,
That's a hit. There we go. That's what. Yeah.
Who's got the necklace of fireballs? Genor.
Yeah.
You see,
Oh!
you see him go in a hole.
that's probably what he would do.
Fire damage, you say?
Die to a fireball whilst he's paralyzed.
No.
Oh wait, my spiritual weapon, Lucas! My spiritual weapon!
It's too soon still, I think.
Where? Oh,
Oh no, sorry, that has to be my turn.
No,
It has-
no, you
it's
did
not
a
your
reference
turn
to
yet.
it's on the action.
no, you're done.
Sorry, I'm excited.
Okay. Who's next? It's the one that was holding you. It's Niles.
Hello! Spiritual weapon, follow the one that just
Oh
took
yeah, it moves
Genhorn.
20 feet, so that's exactly how much it moves. Come on, man, you got actually you got advantage. You forgot to roll with advantage last. I know you
No,
did.
we
You
did.
did.
Roll a six
Actually,
twice.
rolling awful.
Like a 3 and a 6.
Rolling awful.
He's
Yay!
ready.
How'd you get?
Uh,
I mean, that's enough, mate. Like,
What did you get?
Roll the
19
damage. You might kill it.
plus-
Why are you attacking?
the one that got again.
Oh, the one that took Gamehorn.
Is the full damage going to knock Genor out?
9.
9 hit points. Okay, so this bolty goes
Wait, how
goes
can you get 9
through
hit points on a D8?
1d8 plus 4.
Oh.
goes through the 2 back legs of the creature as it's pulling Genhorn away towards its lair to eat
It's gonna fall
as
into
it
the-
sees Genhorn about to die. And it just cuts through the 2 back legs, and the creature just holding one by one claw goes and goes and you see Genhorn on the creature.
Plus D!
20 feet downstream from where they are,
Under the
they,
water?
they both go splash.
As Genhorn's falling, like a feather fall on him,
Hey, nice.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say, a fall of 50 feet in water is probably some bludgeoning damage. But you cast Feather Fall, and the creature kind of like separates and falls directly, and the filament now like just loose. And Gainhorn goes.
So he lands softly in the water.
He lands softly in the water.
Alright.
The creature, you can remove it.
Six.
It sinks.
I'm pissed. I am pissed.
And Niall,
So I'm gonna do shatter. Can I do like shatter? Like I just want to get
Well,
these two. So I'll cast it somewhere where I only get these two.
yeah, you can shatter the ceiling a bit further away. I'm gonna say,
Con 15.
remember what Shatter says, there will be rockfall. Who's down there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
Gainhorn.
that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So
what is it?
Con 15. I'm doing full damage. I'm
Okay,
pissed.
con 15. Okay, so first guy
Announce that before they save.
fails.
No, after they save.
Second gun fails. I roll a 7 and a 3.
They both
Before you roll
So
They both failed.
Okay.
Maximum
it's
damage.
3d8.
So it's
Roll
so
28.
No, it takes
max damage 24.
Oh,
Oh, can you only pick one target though to do
No.
max damage to?
no, it's area damage, so it's all.
24 to both of them.
Okay. So the creature that is holding you, Niall, goes. And it's just barely holding by 3 claws, and pieces of it, chunks of it, just fall into the water. Blood boiling. The other one, it's. What was it? 20?
24.
24. The other one is a bit less hurt, but still blood boiling again. And pieces of rock fall. I'm gonna say make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the rock fall.
That's 11.
11. You're gonna take one. I rolled really bad. 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the rock hits you in the shoulder.
That's as much as they do falling on them.
1 point of bludgeoning damage. And Gainhorn is further away from
And then he gets strung by another one.
Ariel, your turn. One of the creatures is just barely. The one that is holding Niall.
That's Ariel.
Sorry, the one that is holding Niall is just barely holding itself.
Like a ground now.
Do I want to get him down here? I don't know. Possibly. Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll shoot him.
Right.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, it's gone. It
It's gonna
is
hit.
gone.
2 plus 5, 7. Plus 3 is
Yeah.
10.
So the arrow goes through the head, slicing the filament, sticks the head into the wall and the rest of the body into the ceiling, and the rest of the body falls.
It's gonna be a big splash!
with Niall, and you together, and your cask.
Yeah.
You
Well,
go
that guy.
and crash against the water. The creature sinks, releasing the filament now released from you, and you are there with your cask. I'm gonna make a strength saving throw to keep, because the cask is gonna like bounce up. To see if you hold it to it.
I think it's plus 2.
That'll leave rogues, can't even use law.
Yeah, 16.
16. Yeah, it bounces up. Boom, it hits your chin a bit, but you manage to hold on to it. And it's now Gainhorn's turn.
Second attack.
Oh, second attack.
So natural 17.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Yeah, this creature is also very hard now. Gainhorn, what is he gonna do?
So he's going to move his unicorn, so it's within the radius, and then he's going to heal himself again for another 2d6 plus 3.
Yep, go for it.
Heal me as well. Oh,
Is that another 5 heals?
Yeah.
yeah, you'll get heals.
3.
Sweet heals.
I don't think you will though, Joe, but I don't know if you're hurt.
I'm hurt.
But
But
might just
I,
be out of range.
I mean, unless he rolls a nat 20, I should be okay.
Everyone gets 5.
What's the range?
Oh, yeah?
This is a 20 foot radius, it's huge.
And it's now the
Oh,
last
okay,
creature's
that's
turn after Gainhorn healed. The last creature turn is gonna move away towards that side, 20 feet. So move the whole platform 20 feet, like yeah, kind of like that.
He's dead!
Move them down where they were. It's moving, grabbing Keth. He's trying to take it to his cave, and it's kind of like clawing at you with 2 attacks. Natural 1, a natural 20. Look at that! He's
Well, I
like
think the natural 20 hits.
the natural 20. Oh wait.
No,
Oh no,
I'm
he
not-
doesn't have a
I'm
advantage.
not-
Yeah, that's correct. So it's 4d6 plus 3. So that's 4 and 4. That's really bad. 8 plus 3, 11 points of slashing damage. As one of the claws goes under your armpit and presses there, and he's trying to like essentially cut your arm off.
And my very first still on.
And if I still on Silas, you're up. They're taking Keth away, the one last creature.
I'm gonna swim and
Climb.
no, I'm just gonna like kind of.
He's not going to climb, he's just going to
Can I,
float up there this time.
can I get onto here without climbing, or do I have to climb?
Yeah, you have to climb any piece of rock. Have you ever tried get onto wet pieces of rock in the ocean?
14.
14, that's enough.
I'll climb up to here.
Yep.
I'll reload and I'll try and take a shot at it with my
Yeah,
thing.
go for it.
It's gonna hit because I rolled 18, so
Yeah.
24.
Wow.
Not a good roll though. 5 points of damage.
5 points. You see the bolt appearing into the creature's. It lodges itself there. It's struggling, but still managing to hold on to dear life as it's trying to get you to its lair. And it's now your turn, Keth.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna like grab the creatures with both my hands and I'm going to be like.
Or disadvantage.
Well,
Straight.
straight.
Oh yeah, straight. Okay. Okay.
Oh, nearly natural 20. 15?
No,
Oh,
you need 16.
son of a bitch. 17. That's
Okay, so the first one you go, and when you try to grab it, immediately releases itself and shoots. So the second one you just grab it by the face and
Take it! Take my moths! 9 points of.
yeah, and you go
Cloth-
grab it
cloth
by the
damage.
face and go and the head just explodes, and it releases you and you go. Make an acrobatics check. See if, how well you splash into that water.
How well I splash. I splash with style.
Yeah, you go and splash next to the creature as it sinks, and the cave becomes silent.
Yeah. I'm drowning! I'm drowning!
Everyone took 75 points of damage.
75. Wow.
I'll jump in the water and swim and grab you and sort of pull you over to here.
Fuck. I only saw it.
Maybe we should try. Maybe we should try busting the door down.
Fucking told ya.
That's unexpected. Keep an eye out for these bloody things on the ceiling.
I've seen these things before, but never seen them so close to the surface.
I'm going to...
Ganhorn, you're right!
I'm going to throw the drift globe up there
You go.
and just cast some light on the ceiling as we
Yeah,
travel down.
and yeah, the ceiling is now appears to be
All
empty,
right.
empty of creatures.
Just keep it with us.
You see on the sides holes high up where the ceiling meets the wall of the cavern, and there are like holes with maybe some white drippings. So you can imagine that those are the lairs.
Do I know from
Kill
what
the
I know
babies.
of this creatures
Kill the babies.
that they might have any valuables or anything that might be good, like anything
You
worth
know,
harvesting?
no, I mean, not on the lairs, except what they might have of adventurers they might have killed and took to the lair. You know that the blood can be used to make explosives.
Well,
It's flammable.
Elgin might like this kind of blood.
I mean, all three sunk.
Let's send him down here alone.
Well, hang on here for a sec. I'm just gonna go check the lures in case they trapped any unsuspecting survivors, and I'm gonna start levitating up.
Yep.
And I'm still gonna walk on the ceiling towards the lair.
Okay, so you will. Yeah, you see Keth doing something strange
Such as
that
like,
you hadn't seen so far.
He's turned in.
Okay.
He's
He's
turned in.
levitated before. hasn't he?
yeah,
No, no,
Grand
the
manner.
climbing.
I don't know if you saw it, but I was there.
Um,
I'm just gonna check the lures, just see if I find
yeah,
them.
make an investigation check
Start to run low.
That is an absolute natural uno.
on. Okay, so you search one of the lairs. You find some old bones of smaller creatures. No one here appears to be human or with armor or whatever in one of them.
Only small creatures. I'm just gonna look for the other ones.
Yep.
It's actually a giant.
Just shouting out. Explode!
There's a giant sword. Nah, only small
You think
creatures
it's
here.
you think it's like you think each bone is like a small creature, but it's actually just part of a
Yeah.
giant.
Make a make
Why are you in
another
the water?
investigation check.
If you can float.
12.
12. So in the other one, there is the body of a human that appears to be wearing like cultist robes, but these ones
Okay.
are different. You see the symbol of Asmodeus, but the clothes they're wearing in the same fashion are a lot tighter, kind of like a ninja outfit.
Okay. Do they
Not
look
very
good?
I mean, and then so you start going through the things, and you find has a very small knife, it's almost like a stiletto.
Mm.
You saw similar to what Silas had, and some what appears to be a bunch of herbs that are like super wet and mossy and
They come back.
ruined, and a pouch containing
Oh boy, first day of ninja school.
11. I go on a mission. Fucking kingfishers. 11 silver pieces.
Ah, well, I just grab the patch and stiletto.
Okay.
And is that it? Are we done? Or is there another cave?
Those are the two that you can see.
Alright.
One is like bigger than the other one. Imagine that two of them were layering there. There's some droopings and
Okay.
shit.
I walk up the stairs, the ceiling, and then I float down. Here, Salas, you might like this one. I throw you a stiletto.
You grab it.
Tries to catch it.
It's very well balanced, and you can imagine that this would probably be great for throwing. It has it's designed in a way that it would fly well.
That's a good find.
make an investigation check.
Wish I'd had this earlier. 11.
11. Yeah, I mean in the
I would
it's
check.
quite grimy and there's nothing else that
I
catches
would
your
check
eye.
whether it's magical, but I'd rather float for now. I don't want to be on the water.
Why weren't you floating before as someone that can't swim?
Well, because I cannot float for long. It's just a short period of time.
You can grab one of the barrels and floating away.
Well, I can only float
Chase.
up. I cannot float forward. That's another
You're
problem.
just walking on the bloody ceiling.
Here, actually, you give me a rope, you pull me. I just float above you.
like a
like a
like a
kite.
balloon,
I just can't put my hand though.
Right, yep.
like a helium balloon.
Yeah. That,
Just lower myself into the water and just stand there, swimming along, holding on to him.
Yeah, I mean it also means that you don't sink as much.
Yeah.
it's good counterweight.
How long does spiritual weapon last?
I think it's a minute.
Yeah.
It's just gonna come along for
Or
the
10
ride.
rounds.
Okay, so
No, it's
Balti is
Coming
going to
along until they come.
bolting around until it disappears.
Yeah, we're just gonna bond.
After a while, you hear the sound of some kind of waterfall and some light in the distance.
Are we about to go down a waterfall? Is that what I can hear?
I mean, it's not super loud. It's not like
Niagara.
like a
okay.
thousand. This is waterfall.
That's not what I heard.
Well, I mean, hey, I can grab you. I only got a couple of minutes left of this, but
And then as the cave turns a corner, it becomes a lot narrower again. It becomes a bit of a narrow, simple tunnel, and then suddenly you're hit by the classic light at the end of the tunnel that after all this darkness is kind of like blinding, and the slope kind of it becomes steeper, descending into this exit, and the water starts breaking against rock, so there is like more pieces of rock like in the middle there, so you have to like, kind of like step against the rock, put your legs and move from rock to rock to not like get drawn by the rapids and smash against the rocks. But still, it's now moving maybe 30 feet per round. So it's moving fast, but it's not like a rapid.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Well, how far away is the mouth?
I mean, it's maybe 200 feet away after you turn.
Okay. Is there are there any ledges outside or? No?
Yeah, there are pieces, ledges, pieces of rock that you can grab onto. There's a lot you can grab onto to like slow down your.
And the ceiling is not too far out.
And the ceiling is not too far. Maybe it's like
Okay.
10 feet here.
Well, I can just
and 15
I
feet
can just
wide.
walk on the ceiling, and Salas, you can find your way to the shore. Or I can pull you out if you want.
I'm gonna. Can you just give me a support for a second? I'm gonna kind of go against the wall and try and swing my pack off.
Okay.
Can you hold this with the other hand?
Yep, sure. I'm upside down. I just grab it.
And then I'm just gonna root around my pack and gonna pull out my climbing pick
Mm-hmm.
that I have, and then get my pack back on, and then just sort of kind of wading with a climbing pick so I can just jam it into a wall if need.
Okay, yeah, with that it's enough to just essentially slow down and move slowly. You guys doing anything in particular as you start accelerating towards? Put your cast in front of you.
Yeah, just happily floating.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
at
run,
one point,
run after him
Yeah.
on the ceiling.
I mean,
Hey, boy!
Arion, but you make a acrobatics checks to try and swim around and avoid hitting rocks. Not you, because you.
No, I'll make Genhorn.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is a trip, isn't it?
Oh,
Genhorn rolled a natural one.
I also rolled a natural one.
I'm
Natural one?
Four for me.
Okay, all three of you
Holy
kind of
shit.
like tangled together. And it's like, wait, no, this way. You put the cast in between, and all three of you just smash against the rocks as you avoid. You don't manage to avoid, not manage to avoid each other, but you actually accelerate as you start spinning as a group, and then just boom, smash against the rock. You take Genhorn takes 4. You take 3 and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you all three, like as a group, kind of like boom,
Well,
get tangled in what appears to be like a slow motion, not slow motion, like the river slows suddenly, turns around a rock, and instead of kind of like turn with the river, you just smash against that rock, and then you start rolling with the stream, and again.
We're stuck together now. We need to coordinate.
Here, one of you, grab my hand. From the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that, thank you.
Oh Jesus, you're fucking heavy.
Yeah, heavy and wet was pulling you.
I'm just trying to pull him towards
Okay,
the side.
and then the water the slope starts like comes out, so the cavern, the mouth opens up, and you see the water kind of like jumping, starts to jump into rocks, and you see the sea. Far in the distance. If you look at the thing, you see maybe some of the mudflats and the sea. So you can imagine that there is a drop of about 100 feet at a 45-degree angle with rocks jutting out and water like.
I'm gonna bring the drift globe down. Just grab it, but make it go the opposite way to where I'm going.
You're gonna try. Woo! It's like, come on, Griff Glove. Take me. So you still move. It cannot hold you. It cannot hold your
Am I
weight.
slowing down?
So you can attempt to make acrobatics check, or athletics or acrobatics, your choice, depending if you're using
Make
finesse
it
or
bigger.
raw strength, to try and grab onto rocks and essentially go from letting yourself go and then from rock to rock, as opposed to like smashing like a barrel.
I'll roll for
Hardcore,
Genhorn,
haven't rocked
Do I help
Yep.
Gunhorn?
Do I
You can
get
help Galhorn.
Do I get advantage now?
No.
Damn it.
So Genhorn rolls with advantage.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna do
Roll
guidance.
12 plus whatever.
I'll do guidance on myself.
Okay, so Galhorn is fine.
It's 21.
You are
I mean-
very fine.
Woo! 15 plus 3.
You realize if you cast guidance as an action,
Okay.
No, you cannot cast guidance as this is.
this
happening.
is an action that you need your action to.
Yeah,
do
you need your
something.
action to be this. But
I mean, it's
what
not
do you
like
roll?
I'm in a minute, like world. I guide
it's
myself.
50, it's 50.
It's a good roll,
Yeah,
that's fine.
50.
It's athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Yeah,
Depending if
you got 20.
Well, so athletics would be a lot more then.
Yeah, 20. You got
Okay.
plus 5.
Yeah.
you're all fine, you manage to like slow down, untangle yourselves, and kind of like use the rocks to move from rock to rock and letting yourself go slowly. until you come out and the mouth opens, and there are like big ledges on the sides that you can climb onto, and then start walking your way down the 45 degree slope as opposed to smashing in the rocks all the way down to the mud flats, if you wish. Or are you going to try and climb the cliff?
I'll take the stairs.
So,
So you're out to the sides. So you come out and to the sides.
Bit more chaotic than I imagined, but we're out at least.
yeah.
So back round to the Castellantas then.
Let's go! Well,
Right.
maybe let's stop at the house for a minute, take a little moment to recover.
A little breather.
A little breather, yeah.
Let's see how the city's looking.
Shit, yeah, I wonder what the fuck happened with the rebellion. The Rebel Alliance, I mean, they were definitely...
We got this like mod rules taken over, but they're really organised with banners.
It's
The
such a
last
cool.
lords are dead!
You can hear very faint in the distance, like. Where are you, Jericho? And you see before you the beautiful Soul Coast Sea, and not so beautiful mud flats, like a beach, with that you, all the denizens of Waterdeep would know that you sink this much in the mud with each step. There,
His
it's
favorite place.
not a nice beach.
Do I have to touch it?
I mean, you're on the ledges, on rocks, on each side of the mouth of the cavern right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
So you have two options. You climb down and then go through the mud all the way to the field ward, so you can enter the sea, or you climb up the cliff.
Just climb. How
That-
high?
Climb up the cliff, are you nuts?
It's snowy, half snowy, and it's
Hang on,
quite
I
some
thought I
distance.
saw the...
Yeah, let me tell you
Hang on,
that.
I thought I saw another gate, maybe I'm mistaken.
There's the
Oh.
west gate.
Good job, I got
Yeah, there's
my.
the west gate.
Good job, I got my climbing
We
goggles.
could move. We could go down the mud flats to the west gate.
We still got.
Yeah,
We still got
if
the
you go
climbing
around
gear.
the mud flats, you just walk all the way to the gate.
Oh, I've just got this new
Yeah,
armor.
that's... Come on, I think it might be a good time to like pull out your badge and...
I'm already in my bag pulling out all our climbing gear that we bought from before.
You-
Goggles.
You brought your climbing gear too.
I mean, you are a member of the Growlhounds, the Greyhounds. Surely you'd be able to get through that door. I mean, you don't need to climb like some kind of petty thief.
That's just the gate to the city. We'll be able to get there.
Exactly.
Also, once you finish climbing the cliffs, you need to climb a sheer wall. Yeah, there's a city wall there, a vertical.
Don't worry, we're not climbing the cliffs.
Yep, we're not climbing.
We're just gonna get to the map, the main
Okay.
gate. Whatever, west
So
side.
you go, as soon as you get there, some of you, particularly you, Arion, with your light, like elf, light foot touch, you as well, obviously, but Genhorn, you as well, but Genhorn and Niall go all the way to the knees.
It's
And-
plate armor.
And yeah, in play armor, and it's gonna
Oh,
take.
God.
It's gonna be super slow going, like 5 feet per round, like
Yeah.
slow. And then yeah, you can like go
You got-
ahead or just wait until.
You got a little bit of mud on your kneecap and your shins.
I mean, unless you want to do something, you can walk the hour-long.
Well, I mean, we have
Trip.
no other
Very
I'll
s-
play the whole thing. I think it's quite fun actually.
Look, if you're concerned about getting muddy, I'm just going to pick up some mud and just throw it at you. Like,
Dodge.
you can try.
Gust of wind.
Attack.
13?
Oh, it's a 7. That was a 1.
No.
13.
No.
I'm gonna say that it's like only against your dexterity, not your armor, because it's not trying to hurt you. So what's your
He
10
rolled
plus
four-
your
he rolled
dexterity?
No,
14
but
anyway.
the armor doesn't give him the dexterity anyway.
That's what I'm saying. So 10 plus your dexterity.
No, but the
is-
armor cancels out dexterity. You don't get the benefit of dexterity.
Oh,
because of
okay.
the
So
armor.
it's 10 to hit.
Oh, then I hit him.
But I tried to dodge.
Yeah, but your armor is what protects you.
Anyway.
You are very slow and
Plus,
stuck.
yeah, you're in the mud.
You get mud in your armor.
Ew, fuck yourself. Right, I'm over it.
I'm already used to it. Stay.
Now you don't have to worry about
Wrath of the Storm.
Our hero, the dive, stuck knee deep in the attacking each other in the mud.
Gentlemen, may I remind you, we still have a noble house to attack today. Save your energy.
I've still got my keg, so I'll just throw it at him.
You throw your keg.
Bastard!
Why do you still have your
I
cake?
don't know. 15 plus whatever.
Good thing.
No, I don't know what I'm rolling for. It's against AC. Or am I
Against-
rolling to dodge it?
No,
No, it's
you
AC.
can't.
It hit you. It hit
Oh,
you.
Yeah, he hit you.
Good.
Pong.
Good.
and the cast goes and sinks like half in the mud.
They used their cake. Now it's in the mud.
Now you throw a muddy keg at me.
Can't pull it out.
Yeah.
Right, let's just move on.
Okay. You make your way to the gate. It's very slow moving, and you're like literally up to your thighs, full of mud. When you get there, it becomes a bit drier, and there are a few boats, like rowboats and whatnot. This is a gate that in the past had been used for military purposes, and kept military ships. But since Waterdeep that does not have their own navy anymore, it's just an area that's closed off. There is a guard that kind of like leans over the battlements up there, and it's like, "Oi, what's going on? Where do you come from?"
Don't want to talk about it.
We thought we'd do a who can move across the mud flats fastest challenge. Turns out
Who
nobody
won?
can.
Not the big guy.
No, I think we all lost.
Okay, do you want to come in, I assume?
Yes, please.
Open the gates! 5 idiots here!
Just
You heard that one, right?
And the gate opens slowly.
just as we get out of the mud, I'm just gonna clean all the mud off me.
Okay. With
Prestidigitation.
oh, okay.
Nice trick.
What do you say?
Clean me!
Yeah, it sounds about right. I'll just pull the mud off everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The guy is looking at you. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, just.
I was just gonna say, I didn't know you had a trick up your sleeve.
Always comes in handy. Don't want to trace mud around when you're doing a job.
Smart.
No one ever taught me that one. Seems right up my
You
street.
should be two best friends.
I think I
didn't
don't
have the
employ you
options.
because you'll do nothing but that for probably the rest of your life.
Asking you like, hey, come on, mate.
After you.
Well, let's make our way back home.
The guys look at you all walk by. Weirdos. Close the gate.
That one, right?
What's the state of the city, mind you? When we left, there was a bit of commotion this morning.
Oh, I think they're getting it a bit under control. Yeah, people from down south of the world, like Dockworth, even the trades world. There's just so much rioting, but they're getting the situation under control. The riot order of paladins is on the case, and yeah, the field war. I mean, the good thing is the people from the field war were, that's why we should keep them beyond the wall. Imagine if the people in the field war had been inside. That would be crazy. Instead, it was very easy to contain them. Just close the gates. They're outside.
There's not a curfew in place or anything, is there? We have to go out?
Well, yes, through the field war. Oh, wait. Are you trying to avoid the curfew of the field war coming through the mudflats?
No, we left early this morning when it was all kicking off. Just wondering.
I mean, it doesn't make sense that you would get here so fast through the mud. Okay, well, you also don't look like you live in the field war, so
Look at my armour.
move on. Yeah, very fancy. Wow. Proper noble.
Don't point.
Proper
touch.
noble. Yeah, Sam of. Good day, sir.
Things are looking up for me here.
Should we walk past the gas lanterns from the outside to see what we see?
Yeah, it's on the way back,
It's on
so
the
we
way,
might as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth popping in to see if we can see. No.
Popping in the gas lanterns.
No, it's not the gas cylinders. I was thinking about popping in to see
Lord
Renee,
Neverember.
but if we go near there, we don't want to associate ourselves with
Well,
that kind of mob.
let's take a look. It's also nearby. See what the situation is outside the villa.
Yeah, I suppose we don't really owe him much anymore, do we?
Well, I mean, he's done us a good turn. We don't want.
Has he? We saved his life. What has he done for us after that?
Bought you some things.
I mean,
He lost one of them.
as far as nobles go, he's the one that showed us.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine. Just we don't.
Anyway, let's make it there. Let's just go away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you go all the way to Never Embers or Casalantes
Well,
first?
whichever's first.
Well,
all the
Casalantes
way.
is closer.
Oh, yeah.
It's very, very close to that gate, in fact. So as you start approaching the house, you see a lot of increased security. Like there are watch boxes in some corners in the seaward, which are like a single soldier, kind of like classic British army guard boxes in some corners, and those are all manned, which many of them during like normal days aren't. And also there are like patrolling soldiers. You see Griffon cavalry in the skies, and but also you see like normal city watch. You see they deploy the city guard, so you see military that is normally only in the battlements and outside. They are now in two columns, moving columns of 6 and 6 with a captain, and they've decided to take things under control in a very forceful way. And the area around the Casalantes is there's a lot of them, and in fact near the entrance, the servants' entrance to the house, you see that there are now like 4 guards posted there. You can imagine that the commotion of your entrance. On one hand, you get the feeling that it might have been confused by rioters because apparently you see smashed windows, so a lot of rioters say, fuck the nobles, let's loot. And the confusion of that might have helped you not raise the alarm of a specific attack, but rather part of the riots. But that's it. Now it's very heavily defended, the whole area.
Looking up at the building just as we walk past, does it look like the roof? Say theoretically, you were to try and like put a grapple on there from like a distance. Does it look doable? Like are there houses?
Yeah, it's
Are there
certainly
tall
looks
houses
doable.
around it that you could theoretically be on to like?
Yeah, keep in mind that a villa like Aslanta is not tightly packed
Yeah, it's not
against
tightly
others.
packed
So,
houses, yeah.
but if you look at the map of the blueprints of the ground level, the big one,
Yeah.
there is a guest house, which is separate. There's a coach house and a guest house. So the main one is the one that has the triangular bit, and then there's a coach house here, which has the double door for the horses to enter. And this, is a guest house, the small one here.
Does that
This
also
side?
have a few floors?
And that one borders with another villa that is next to it.
Okay. And this one's not just one story, right? 'Cause
No,
there's
it's
stairs.
it has two floors as well.
So just as we walk past, it might be worthwhile. Because you're right, yeah. Understandably, they've tightened the security, given the nature of the events in the city. It might be worthwhile if we manage to get on top of this guest house and then try and get a rope between the two of them. We know we need to get into the attic, for starters. So the higher up we can enter the house, the better. Would I know of, because we've tried it before and you were like, you'd need special things for that, like shooting a rope arrow. You can't just tie a rope to an arrow.
Yeah.
But is there any kind of like special thing that exists?
A ballista, like a big ballista. It's normally something that is affixed to ships, as far as you know. What you can do, if with a grappling hook,
Yeah, I have a grappling hook, but it's how you can't throw that 40 feet.
no.
Could we get a small ballista?
Could a mage hand hold it? Then it does look.
I think it's only
maybe.
5 kilos.
Is there anything on the roof to tie it to?
Tell you how. I assume there's a chimney
I
on the
think
roof.
it's 10 pounds, so it's 5
10
kilos.
pounds, but you can carry the.
But grappling hook's only £4.
There you go. You can
Yeah.
do it. But you only have a range of 30 feet.
60, no? Or was it
Nah,
30?
30.
the main house is higher than the guest house.
They've got us on all angles. What about unseen servant?
Also, you need to go across.
It's just a guy like an invisible grappling hook walking around.
You'd be better off just climbing the building from the outside.
Well,
Sorry, the guest house has the ground floor, and 2 more floors that aren't part of the blueprint. One that is exact same size as this one, and then there is an attic. But because the other one has 3 floors plus the attic of the guest house is slightly lower than the attic of the other one, but it is quite high up. The attic of this one, you wouldn't be seen from the street because it's enough high up that the angle doesn't allow.
I got a plan. Let's get back to the bar, and I'll tell you.
Ganahorn, you're a druid. Can you control water?
Well,
Like manipulate water to go in some direction instead of the other?
oh, no. I can't do that.
Alright.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the best way in is probably the same way we came out.
Doors are
That
closed.
doors, yeah.
I think we can find a way to open that goddamn door.
I got another
Right.
idea.
Good.
But you're gonna have to trust me with it.
Well.
It's not
Oh, here we are.
wholly sane.
Here we are in Graskull Manor. No, Graskull Manor. Trollhand.
Is
Okay.
that place looted, or is it fine?
So you
For the kids, they're inside. They might have stolen the children.
did you go through near the Never Ember?
Oh yeah, Rennes.
Okay, the Never Ember house is now surrounded by the city guard, like the guys with halberds and bows, the army, and it's just it is. You even notice that a piece of it on one side is blackened. Someone threw like a Molotov cocktail. It burned a bit, but it was immediately put out, and the smashed windows broke. Like on one side, the metal fence was pulled down, and there's just guts, and there is blood, like not a lot of it, but like tiny drops of stains of people being hit, essentially, as they were.
I'm guessing if we try to speak to him now, it'll be a
Yeah,
hassle.
it's fine. Like I don't.
Let's head back. There's no point.
Yeah.
Oh, and sorry, and on the top floor of the November house, there's a Griffon cavalry rider, with the Griffon just landed there, just looking up everyone.
And I'll,
It looks at you as you go by.
if we do the same thing to the castle hunters, that's what we'll see the next day.
Yeah. Well. Better to do it before they go on.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna make it back to the Trollskull Manor.
Okay, so you arrive at Trollskull Manor.
Is everyone alive?
Yeah, but as they come out, the kids kind of like trip all over themselves, and then Elgan comes out and say, "Oi, the fucker, the guy with the hat, was saying that yeah, it was like I don't know, saying like wild accusations about you guys and what you do here and these fucking nobles."
Oh, the guy with the annoying accent, you mean?
Yeah, the guy with
Yeah.
the strange accent, and then some people
The
got
bartender.
riled up, and they came over here. But then when they saw the orphans and the accent of the orphans, apparently it's not from this part, so the rioters knew that.
I give a little fist bump to one of the kids.
Yeah, they give-
Good job for being orphans. Thanks, kids.
yeah, class wars, man.
Who's the man with the hat?
It's a fucking idiot that lives around the corner. It's got a pub.
I think we need to go pay him a visit if he's.
Let's get our priorities sorted.
What was it? What was
Just a
his
simple
accusations?
conversation. Look, if we're leaving again and he's trying to rile people up against us, we need to make sure the kids are safe.
I think we should burn his bar down.
Steady
It's,
on,
it's the
kid.
classic. Use social unrest to like the name it's an asshole.
They're witches!
Yeah.
We're only going to be out doing more stuff. So we need to make sure this doesn't come to bite.
I agree, but let's focus on our most pressing concerns.
It'll take a few minutes. Let's just
Come
assure
on,
him.
Silas. God damn
What was
it.
the worst accusation? Anything about me?
No, they were saying that you were like, yeah, you nobles, you kept gold there that you took from some people in the field ward, and sound like stupid thing. I was worried that the fucking rioters would come down into the basement.
Look, he's put the children in danger. I'm sorry. I know that we've got more.
Suddenly,
He's just down the road.
children. Oh, think of the children.
My mum had a lovejoy.
The cat, what's the name of the cat? Trick.
Strix, yeah.
Trick. Strix, kind of like jump into the shoulder of fucking hell, her name's
Sophie.
Sophie, and says, "Don't worry, I was ready to kill it if needed.
Ready to kill who?
The
man with the
hat.
Whoever came here, oh, the man, yes. I won't let Sophie to be put in danger."
That's a good cat.
Yeah. No, that's nice. We appreciate that. But this is fine. I'll leave it for now. I'll build up anger.
Feels like you sounded like you're bloodthirsty, one may say.
I'm gonna go in the house.
Bloodsoaky.
I'll start walking down the street.
So as you're talking, suddenly you look,
Right.
and Niall is just
Not having this.
heavy footsteps
Change
in
of
the
bands.
snow with his plate armor.
Looks like it's showtime.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right.
Aaron, why don't you come and meet the man in the hat?
Sure. I'm sure I'd love to.
All right, I'll follow after them.
Okay, so you are a bit ahead, Niall. What do you do?
Knock on his door.
I mean, the bar is open.
Go in.
You go in. There are a couple of the classic patrons there, the old timers of Troskolali that just look at you, and they immediately go, "Oh, shit!" And there's Emek, his hat like hanging off a hook on what? Well, hello there.
I'm gonna go in, put my warhammer on the table.
Hey, that's a good bar table.
What have you been bloody saying about us and the kids? The orphan children? Put them in danger?
What are you talking about?
You be running your mouth,
I was here in my bar.
opportunist. Bastard you!
There were rioters all around the place. Wanted to burn the whole thing down. It's not my fault.
Spreading rumours is your fault and I'm not having it.
Man, I think you need a drink, my friend. And starts pouring a mug of ale as you all come inside.
Give me the bottle.
There you go.
I'll just put it to the side.
Why are you
Now.
taking a drink of him?
What? Hey, shall we all calm down? It's been a difficult morning with the riots.
Better start answering some questions.
Oh.
Ken on here was saying that we should burn your bar down.
I'm gonna usher his patrons out.
The patrons are happy to be ushered out. Yeah, they leave the coins. Yeah, oh, no, wait. Arnie, why don't you call the city watch here? Think I might need some help here. And then they say, sure, Ed. And just leaves.
I'm gonna give him 2 gold to say everything's fine, and then just shut the door behind him.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
No, I swear, it's good. But that's
And
not
see
the
how
goal.
loyal he is.
Yes.
That's the wrong person. It's 8 plus 0. 8.
Sure, friend. There were riots going all around the Troskolali. People organize themselves to keep them out, but I don't know. I mean, they seem to focus on the manor there, but it's just they could might as well focus on.
I'm
Anyway,
sure
bye.
everything's fine.
He leaves.
Don't worry, this is already above the city watch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this side.
Oh, okay, my friends. Look.
I've heard a rumour you've been hiding contraband here.
What are you?
Everyone spread out! Search the place!
Everybody stood still.
Search the bloody room!
I'm gonna.
No, you
I think you're hiding
don't
something under...
have the authority.
I think you're hiding something under this bar and I'm gonna smash it.
The bar, okay, make an attack.
Whilst he's doing that, I'm gonna. Is there a cupboard? Like somewhere? Just
Yeah. It's like several cupboards where there's cutlery and mostly wooden plates and whatnot.
I'm just gonna get that and then start moving some plates and bowls out the way and then be holding a bottle of Alchemist Fire and be like, well, looks like you're hiding some Alchemist Fire in your bar, Emic. Isn't this illegal?
It was a 7.
Okay. What?
Good thing you
I
called
haven't
the
seen
city
that
watch.
in my life.
Where's the drugs? I heard you had drugs in here.
No, shut up! You don't have anything on me. And at that point, you, Niall, and you, Arion, you see that coming from like the door to the cellar open, similar to the one you have behind the bar.
He's got a drugs nephew.
And and a person with kind of like almost like a mousy look, with a crossbow, kind of like pokes out and looks and looks at the situation. And Emek is kind of like saying, "What now?" And he's keeping an eye on the trapdoor as it comes out.
Draw my bow and just aim it back at him.
Okay, he goes. And like opens the hole and aims at you.
I'm gonna put my hand up, Amek, and vroom, my sword will appear in front of him.
Okay.
Did the bar smash?
I think
Yeah, then you smash the bar like half of it, like.
you're biting more than you can chew here.
Looks like we got ourselves
Make
a
a
classic.
okay. Whoever has the most intimidation with charisma, make an intimidation with charisma.
Oh, I never dispelled my moths actually.
How long do they last?
They last us until I dispel them. So I got it.
Wait, you were walking around the city.
Yeah.
What's your intimidation?
4.
6.
With advantage, because you're all
24.
okay. So as the guy's like, you think I don't have allies? And at that point, the guy starts walking up. And it's not only has a mousy face, it's also a bit hunched, and it moves weird, kind of like a bit animalistic, and goes. And 2 more exactly like him, halflings, come out of the basement, and go.
That's a bit racist. Oh.
Slavery.
Sorry, Emek, you don't pay us enough for this. And they leave. And Emek's now like, oh well.
Hired goons, is it? Slander and hired goons.
Hey, you got children working for you, relax. What?
We don't pay ours.
We have children living with us
I pay mine.
that we feed and we gave a roof to.
And I also give the roof to this guy, huh?
You keep them in the cellar.
I think we're getting a little bit lost in the detail here.
Look, I don't want any trouble, my friend. I thought you were opening the tavern. You weren't opening the tavern, so I was happy to let things be.
So why the hell do you bring trouble to our door?
Oh, because you've been nothing but pain in the ass for my business here.
We haven't seen you since day one.
I mean, you know,
Let's put it.
it's blood and people from all over the place coming and fights, and then suddenly the city watch is going around the whole place saying that we're not allowed to say anything about you because some kind of saint house I don't give a shit about. The old guy, the bookstore guy, got robbed, and then the magistrate said, sorry, we gotta drop this case. These guys are under protection.
Nothing actually left his building.
Look,
He didn't get robbed.
all I'm saying, you were trouble. Before you came here, I had a pub, I had good customers, I didn't have any potential competition, and everything was quiet and peaceful.
I guess he was in his basement.
Okay, you go down the basement. Yeah, he doesn't, he doesn't say anything. You go down the basement and you see beer, wine, casks, and you see what appears to be a tiny, almost halfling-sized door with bars leading down into what appears, based on the smell, into sewers.
Okay. Maybe as long as we come back up, I won't say anything.
Right.
So, Emek, you hear all those things about us. You know we're well connected, and you still bring trouble to our door. Are you fucking stupid?
I don't bring trouble. Look, if some rioters happen to steal some stuff from you, hey.
I'm gonna walk up, lean over the broken bar, and just grab him by the thing. Just the like scruff of his shirt.
You also have license to kill now.
I ain't gonna kill
Actually,
I'll allow him the license.
you. There's much worse things than death, I think. But you listen here, you scruffy, slimy little man. If you bring harm to those children in our house one more time, out of threat of competition from a pub with no roof, we're gonna make sure that you have a much worse time here. And I'm gonna sort of throw him back
Okay,
against
yeah.
the wall.
He falls down into his ass. Okay. Wherever the fuck you are, I definitely don't want any trouble. Well, you know, I'll keep away.
I suggest that you do.
He stands up. Get the fuck out of my bar.
Oh, no.
I don't like
No,
being
no,
tortured
no.
by
I
that.
don't like that tone at all.
well,
You're gonna find someone else to smash.
That's that's fine. Let's go. Come on. Don't be flat track bullies. Don't be flat track bullies. The man can't do anything to us. Let's just leave him.
Yeah, I can.
Fine.
Just stay away from me, yeah. Stay away from
You
me.
better fucking stay away from us, mate.
Yeah, I'll stay away from you, that's what I say. Just don't come back.
I'm
You
leaving.
don't talk about us. You don't look at us. You don't dream of us. Of me.
Without my armor on, naked, doing press ups in the window.
He looks deflated.
I'll force you out of town.
So you're not opening that bar after all?
Oh no, we are.
We are. Yes.
We've got a nice big sum coming from Michael.
Shall we go, gentlemen? I mean,
Fine. A mysterious benefactor. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, I know who your benefactor is. I've seen the fat man walking around. You think I don't know who Mert is?
I'll walk over. I'm just gonna grab his hat. Just stand with it, just folded in my arms like that as he's talking.
That's my hat.
Wait, which one are you now?
Arian.
Suits you. I think you should keep it.
you might want to watch out what you say about Mert.
An old Lord of Waterdeep coming back, flaunting his money all this time after he disappeared. Maybe the rioters are right. Maybe this city is rotten to the core. I'll stay out of your way. Kind of like leans back. You gonna give me my hat?
I'm just gonna stare back at him, still just holding the hat.
What do you say, Emic?
I'll stay out of your way. Don't care about Matt. Don't care about anything really.
I'm just gonna inspect his hat.
It's
magic hat.
very old, like worn out leather.
Take
Not a
piss
nice
on it.
hat. No,
It's not nice. It's
for the Arian.
it looks like a hat that an owl living in the sands would use.
I'm gonna frisbee at him.
Yep. Catches it more deftly maybe than you expected it. Puts it on.
Becomes much more annoying somehow.
His accent goes up 2 nasal notes.
Drop the alchemist fire.
Let's be
I think we have an agreement then.
We do. Let's be on our way. We got more important things to do.
Don't forget your free bottle.
Oh yeah. Grab a bottle of something off the bar.
And the alchemist fire.
Yeah, I put that one.
I know when I'm dealing with something out of my league. I just hope you leave me alone from now on.
Let's just go before I really lose my temper.
Have a good day, Mr. Emic. Froon.
You too. Says, bye, tips his hat, and then serves himself.
And then on the way out, I just feel sorry for him. He's just nobody.
Is he thick in the head? He acted like we just went in there to bully him for no reason. He brought that entirely on himself.
Well, but yeah, I mean, he wasn't. He's just trying to get rid of us, but he's just not a very smart man, and he's just.
Jesus.
But that's why I feel sorry for him. We shouldn't just like abuse him.
What was with those goons he had? Why has he got goons in the cellar of his bar?
You're a talented noble, aren't you?
Yeah.
Make a
Maybe a criminal check.
make an intelligence. Well, actually, there is something that reminded you of those goons. Back when you came out of the Senator Sewers, we're talking when you rescued Renee, and there was a halfling family that worked in a brewery, and there was like a bigger brewery upstairs. You remember, so some of those people, some of those halflings, look similar to the guys that just walk out the door.
They weren't rat people. Right?
That's a bit racist.
They weren't rat
Not all halflings, Lucas.
Make a nature check.
9.
9.
The Peabodys, those people they were called, that brewery.
Well, that brewery was the Peabody's, but they told you they worked like in secret, black market, because they weren't official approved by the guilds, and they worked for another group that ran a halfling brewery. That was a bit. You got the feeling that was a bit kind of the classic black market dodgy criminal organization. And those guys looked a bit like this. Not all halflings, of course. This is this particular group because of their. And you get the feeling that they could be, but you don't know. It's this. There was certainly something off about the way they walk and the way they just looked at you and smelled.
If he's got people like that there, he meant more than just words. I think he's plotting against us. I know it sounds a bit, maybe delusions of grandeur, but
Listen, you might be right, but at the moment we are thinking of taking on a noble house,
no.
and we are worrying about what a fucking bartender down the road is going to do to
No.
us.
There is more to the story than we know. But now's not the time.
You're right, it's not. But if you can't sleep safe on your own street, then, trouble starts at home. You gotta put a stop to these things early.
Well, I think we had a word with him
No,
and made it obvious to him that
Glad we did. I think maybe you
Show him the danger of rumours.
you did. You handled it true to yourself, Narwithin, and
Didn't have the badge either. So, do you want me to send word that he's selling illegal booze, or?
let's leave it. If he's foolish enough to do anything else against us, then that's it. He signed his own writ then, hasn't he? Really?
a bit foolish of him. So, what are we doing about this friend of ours?
Well, my plan. Do you want to hear it? It's daft, but
Oh, sure. Hang on. Get on. Let's make some food.
Gano sauces stew with the kids.
Yeah, we're gonna have a short rest.
Yeah,
That was
okay.
the sort.
You have a short rest as
But
you
yeah,
eat.
you
and
obviously
plan.
So tell us the plan.
okay. So we know there's a guest house.
Mm.
We know that the guest house is 2 floors and an attic. So it's quite high off the ground. It gives us a little bit of cover. We know we need to get to the attic of the other house in order to deal with this chain thing, which seems to probably be our first priority. Because, if we're dealing with 2 wizards, the worst thing we want is them to be able to bring in some powerful demon into the mix as well. Seems good to get rid of that swiftly and quietly as we can. It's probably going to be quite strong, but it's better to fight that than before 2 wizards than after.
Do you know anything about this chain demons?
No, I don't.
You already.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
rolled
I
already.
rolled on
Yeah,
it, so they can animate chains and
Okay.
stuff.
Deal along with
Now,
demons.
gonna sound crazy, but I think I might be able to make myself invisible for a short time. I used to be able to do it back in the day, and recently I've been feeling a bit more like my old self.
Okay.
I can't promise it's going to work, but I'm willing to give it a go.
So what will you do?
Well, if we go at night, so we got a little bit of cover, I can take a grappling hook with a rope, scale the building. If some of you are holding one end, if we can get a long enough rope, scale this building, secure it, and then we have a rope between the two that we can use to maybe
So
climb.
we have to climb across 2 buildings. Let's climb a rope.
It's going to be about a 50-foot climb, probably, between these 2 buildings.
Now look at
Those shouldn't
now
have
with him with his
controls.
armor and
Well, that's-
Genhorn with this large build.
That's the thing. I mean, it's going to take, I don't know, maybe if we're quick, good part of half a minute to get across that rope.
Should it be safer to just scale the building from the outside?
Yeah, but then you've got to get from the building down, across and up.
Just here or here.
When we walk past, there is guards all around this settlement
But
entrance.
there'll be guards patrolling the grounds.
There will, but we'll be, you know,
I mean,
what?
just like if someone is like in the center of the grounds between the big trees, even if it's like 3 floors here and 4 floors here, a rope and someone across is very visible.
It is.
From a distance of like maybe 60, 80 feet, the angle of your normal vision is like, oh, okay, there's someone going
I
across.
think Arian has a point. Your idea of instead of going through the main door or through the basement is good. So we should climb the building, but maybe we should just directly climb the.
Well, in which case, I could scale it, tie the rope and drop it down so there's something to ease climbing up.
That's
on the other side.
That actually makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
We can do it that way. In which case, I might be able to move across and climb up without being seen, without having to resort to any kind of magic.
Okay. Yeah. I mean that sounds alright. There will be guards though patrolling.
There will. We know that there's a lot of foliage in this area, so maybe if we drop the rope down into here.
How we go? Can we send? Can we create a distraction? Can we send?
What about those that, you know, both of us can do it, but you seem a bit more proficient at doing it at will. The illusions of people to distract the guards. We can make it look like there's some rioters sort of lurking around.
I was thinking something a little bit more prosaic, like just throw in some alchemist fire on this side of the building to attract some attention, whilst we're on the other side climbing up.
And some smoke.
You'd have to.
Oh, the
act
smoke.
quick.
Sorry.
You'd have to act quick. Once you alert them, they're not going to go back to rest.
No, but they'll comb the area. It's not bad. It will pull them at least.
If they find nothing, they'll comb the whole house.
Well, not
That's
necessarily. They
true.
might think that it was just. What if you threw the alchemist fire, and then, as you do, make it look like an illusion of someone running past, so it looks like they were just tossing it on their way.
They don't use the alchemist fire.
Yeah, but he's got a point. If we throw the alchemist fires, they will already be on alert. Whilst if we're just trying to climb the place and we manage to do it without causing any commotions, they won't know that we're there.
No commoner would have alchemist fire.
They might not know what it is. They might just think it's a.
Alcohol?
But-
Yeah.
Then use alcohol.
By the way, if you look at the maps, the blueprints of the maps, you can like write down what things are. Write down on the map there. So on the ground floor, because you got some intelligence from the cultists. So the main triangular room on the ground floor.
On the ground floor, yeah, this one.
So yeah, the big one there is the one is just to give you as much information. That's the library, and the one next to it, small.
This one?
Yeah, that's like the reading room. 1 second.
Just grab a bunch of books and pretend we're reading.
Wait.
I have another idea.
I'm
Got
full
an
of
idea
ideas now.
today. What if I disguised myself as one of the house guard? You know, the one that we locked in the basement. I got a good look at his face. I could just waltz in, get upstairs, tie the rope coming out of a window.
It's not a bad idea, but that
Are the guards allowed upstairs?
yeah, you're assuming that you will be able to get upstairs without anyone challenging you. Whilst if you just try to climb from the outside, it might be. I mean, if we are going to be climbing, all of us from the outside, we'll all have to face the danger of being caught.
So
by someone.
that one is the mud room. It's called the garden mud room. It's where like tools from gardening are. You see that there is like an entrance there from the garden. And then the big one that is kind of in like in a semi-L shape. That one. The big one is the entrance hall, like the main entrance hall to the manor from the outside. The one next to it, the small one, yeah, that one is the Victoria's office. That's the foyer, the one you just write down, and that's Victoria's office. And that one is kind of like marked as a star in the blueprints. It's Victoria is like it's under lock and key, and with the door leading to the foyer.
Is that where did we take a drink in with them? The library or his office?
No, in the entrance hall.
Oh, the entrance hall.
In the entrance hall. Then you have the ones on this side. You have that one is the family dining room, and the one next to it is the smoking room. And
Well, if that's smoking, then we can use that one as a distraction.
and then on the other one, the one that has stairs inside, that is kind of like more elongated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one is the kitchen. So that's the ground floor mostly. In the second floor,
Wait, second floor or first floor?
first floor, sorry. So ground level, yeah, it is in American floors. So that one, yes. The big one, the really big one, is the ballroom.
Ballroom.
Ballroom. The one to the east. So that one, no, the one you had before, the big one there. That one is the piano room. The one in the middle, between the two stairs,
Yeah.
is the banquet hall.
Banquet hall.
Banquet hall, and the tiny elongated one, the small elongated one, is the banquet kitchen.
What's a banquet kitchen? Oh, just the banquet kitchen.
Yeah, there is a balcony all over there.
Yeah, which connects to here. That's quite
The butterfly garden is called the
Butterfly.
garden balcony. Sorry, the garden balcony is all around the place.
so it's not the butterfly garden.
No, the butterfly garden is where is the butterfly garden? Is
Yeah, wait, just got these stairs in there.
it's outside. It's outside, and then the second floor is the one with like
Trapdoors, yeah.
important stuff. So the main room of the second floor,
So the pointy one.
the pointy one, is the master bedroom. The one with the trapdoor leading to the attic is Amalia's private study. The other big one on the opposite side of the private study, that one is the master sitting room. And the one in the middle between those, that one is a linen closet. And then the two big ones on the opposite side, the bigger one is the twins' bedroom, and the smaller one is the playroom. In between those, there are like minor like storage room and closets and whatnot.
Well, good job one of their sons turned into a demon, because they wouldn't have room for him.
So yeah, and things that are marked with stars as important are Amalia's private study, and the master bedroom, of course, and then the library, and Victoria's office, kind of like places of interest in the house, places where the Casalantes spend a lot of time, or where they would like keep important stuff.
If we can get to that balcony, and then that cuts down on ground time. What if we scaled the building next to this one to get into here, then drop down, move across, watch the patrols, see if there's ever a gap that leaves this bit quiet for only a minute, not even that. Jump down, make it across the balcony. There's going to be a guard on the balcony, we know that much.
That building may not be easy to climb. It's still another house in the seawater.
It is, but it's not the Casalantes' house.
I mean, my concern is, I'm not sure how well Ganron and Nelwydden will be able to climb this place.
We are standing right here.
You can't make anyone else float around like you can you?
I mean, I might be able to drag one up with me at some effort, but
Ginhorn's less of an issue because you can turn yourself into a cat, can't you, Ginhorn, or a spider or whatever it is you need to do.
an owl.
Good.
I'm not sure he can do birds.
I mean, we could always get Ginhorn. It really depends on the guard placement. We know that there's a lot on the servants' entrance around here.
Well, we can decide on our plan based on what we see once we get there. If we get there and this is obviously impossible, we can look at this other option.
You could dress up as their guard. Scout it out a bit at least. But maybe they found him by now. Or they'd definitely be wondering where he is.
Yeah, no,
Maybe you
it's
should-
risky.
Make your face all banged up or something and say, you know, the rioters took you against your will.
Yes, but I mean,
You just hang around with the people below you, maybe the kitchen workers or something, and get it that way. People who won't ask you questions.
I wonder if it's worth. I mean, I know this. I know these are just people for hire. But if we're looking to deal with Victoria and Amalia, then their guards are going to protect them. So maybe if we can actually dispose of them without them causing too much of an alarm, it's better in the long run.
But that's how are we going to dispose of them without
I mean, it
drawing
depends.
the wrath and the ire of everyone around?
It depends how many there are. If there's two, I mean, we can take two out quietly.
2 guards. Do you see how many there were?
No, but I mean, if there's only two in this particular area,
Oh, okay, sorry.
I reckon we can take them out. I mean, you're pretty adept with a bow or a crossbow. You must be able to do something from. I mean, you can use a crossbow if needed, right?
No.
No,
But I got my moths.
it's a bit loud though. Is anything?
Not loud.
They're loud.
They're bright. They're bright. They're a little bit bright.
They're bright, but they're not loud. It's not like a flamethrower.
Like a. Or like. I mean, it's not the worst. And you at range? I mean, probably not.
I'm fine at range.
Can you throw a? Can you shoot a
Why
bow?
would I be throwing or shooting simple weapons?
You must have had a.
They have lightning!
No, that's too loud. That's
No.
far too loud.
Thunder is loud. It's loud. Lightning is not.
I don't mean maybe audibly, but just visually, it's quite. We don't want to have like flashes of light. And if we're
Well-
going in the darkness, we need to stay in the darkness. Unless, weren't we talking about you making it quite quiet? You said you could dampen sound when we were planning on blowing a hole in the.
Yes.
So maybe we could use that to our advantage. Start with that, bit of range, get in there and
So
quietly take them out.
if I could suggest if we're going to attack the two people on the door, Would I be okay to go and speak to them first? And then someone shoots someone when they are shot. I use my fists. I'm much better with my fists than with my bow.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't have any reason.
It's
Well,
very
it-
easy for us to get close.
I think we got our 2 plans. I think the best thing is to wing it, like we've always have been doing.
Are your fists better than that mace?
I can use both.
You could be like, you could drop the mace and be like,
It's
oh,
quite a bright
did
mace.
someone drop
Although-
this?
Yes.
And then as they're shot,
I don't want to be wielding the mace.
Should we head out then and see what we can see?
Let's do it. I'm gonna get some hit points from my rest.
Do you need to heal on your list?
I did it.
Six.
Healed up, good to go.
Expenditure-wise,
Spells,
13.
Might have been carried away.
did you use the 3rd level and the 1st level, didn't you?
So that's
Shatter's
plus-
Oh,
plus
that's right.
19.
That goes
Oh,
back
yeah,
to that.
I'm full. Back to full. I used three hit dice.
Got me.
I'm just going to have a whiz once more.
I don't have any second level spell slots left.
Let's go and wing it.
1/3, 2 firsts. That's not great.
You know a person with a bow that offered his help. If I
Yeah.
bought
Do we?
his access to help.
What? Who?
The orc guy that you made friends
Yeah,
with.
but
in
that
the-
was not for the Atlantis, was it?
I can't remember what it was. You spoke to him.
Alright, well, like, we'll just stop by and.
Do you know fine?
Yeah, it's right in the right next to where we live. He lives with a herbalist.
Oh, right.
We could just,
Call it a day. I mean, it's heavily guarded. but
This is the after. I mean, you had lunch. This is probably like 2 p.m. now.
Oh,
So
2 p.m.
are you gonna go in the middle of the day or?
No, we have to wait till evening. In that case, you probably should have a long rest.
Too many guards.
Yeah. Alright, we'll have a chat with the orc.
Okay. So who's going?
I'm good.
You going?
Well,
Anyone can come,
well, I guess
obviously.
he probably goes well, but I'll
You're welcome. I mean,
Okay.
what was his name?
Well, I mean, the herbalist. They are called Fela. It's
Mm.
this like gender fluid elf that follows the teachings of Corellian. And they are kind of there behind the counter as you enter. Look at you. Oh. Hello. I am sorry about what almost happened to your house today. Can I be of help? Are the kids all right?
Oh, the kids are alright. Yeah, actually, they were instrumental in telling the rioters, letting them know that we don't mean any ill to anyone in the neighborhood, and in fact, we're just part of the same class as they are.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We thought we'd pay you a visit, because a friend of ours told us he's living upstairs.
Yeah, I know. Like Zirash told me that he had made arrangements with you about future help that he would offer you. I know nothing about his dealings. He's just a good friend of mine, and I offer him shelter whenever he needs it. So, but yeah, you're welcome to go upstairs and talk to him.
It's very
He's
kind.
been hiding since this whole business with their group being sent to prison.
It's very kind of you, fella. I'm sure being your friend is fortunate. Do you know that your name means luck in certain languages?
I didn't know that, but good to know.
There you have it. Anyway, come in.
Hey, so they open a door with like a really big iron key. And upstairs. And as you go upstairs, you see a room there that is kind of like neatly arranged. The first thing you notice is a massive, super tall bow, kind of like leaning against the wall. A bed, again, like neatly done and arranged. There's a desk with some clothes and some bottles. There's like a box that is open, and they're like tiny little bottles and needles and stuff. You will recognize that as a poisoner's kit. And the big orc is looking out of the. He's living in the attic. And he's looking out of one of those windows that kind of like poke out of the gable roof.
Let's see.
The back, give you back, and as you enter, turns around. Hello. Is it time then? Are we moving in against Manchun?
Good to see you, Siraj. We're actually thinking of making a move to another foe first, and we were wondering if you'd be interested.
How is he related to the Centering? Or are they related?
They're not necessarily related, but they pose a danger to the city as a whole. And understandably, the Zentarim operate in this city, and therefore its interests align.
When are you doing this?
In about 10 minutes.
Well, tonight actually. It's
Oh, yeah,
2 o'clock.
tonight.
Tonight.
Oh yeah, we left pretty
It's
early.
enough time for me. But you gotta promise me, after this, we're either hitting the Xanatar or Manchun.
Oh yes, we definitely promised that.
Yeah, they're both high on the list. In fact, we're getting some pieces in place for a raid on the Xanatar, so that's underway.
Very good. Also, you should know, last couple of nights, I saw someone spying on your manor from the rooftops. Black figure, lithe, able to move fast in the shadows.
Didn't catch a silhouette of his face. Did you? Wasn't like quite mousy looking.
No,
No, I think it looks. It's talking about my previous associates.
Oh,
don't know who they are, but this one looked very much so like reports of this black viper.
Yeah, well, I mean, we appreciate you keeping an eye on us, Siraj.
so the target is the Castellantas.
The noble family.
Yeah, well, noble family turned devil worshippers, as it turns out.
I know exactly who they are. I care not what they do. Only that they are competition in the loan business for the Centering.
Exactly, as I said, your interests do align.
They are legit as far as I'm aware. And very powerful. You must tell me why you're doing this. Risking your lives. Why is it worth it?
Well,
Uh,
it's a bit complicated, Siraj, but
This is
your the group
information
Manchun,
font. Just do it.
the reason why
you gotta hold on.
they've taken some of the Centering under their wing is the same reason why the Castellanters are involved. So we're trying to unravel that mystery.
It's this grand game that what's his face? Davil kept banging on about. I care not much about that, except, well, seems that is beyond what we could handle. So, can you handle this?
Are we gonna give it our best shot?
I think a group of
It's no good night to die for me.
it's never a good night to die.
Some are good.
Some are better than others.
Yeah, your commitment to this cause is obviously in a gesture of goodwill to us that we will repay in kind. So, if it gets too dangerous, if it gets too hot, you are no obligation to stick around. If it looks like it's turning south, you have every right to walk away. We will not hold that against you, but
I can definitely offer my support. You have my bow,
And my axe.
but I'm not stepping into a nest of vipers like the House Casalanta probably is. I'd rather walk with my life tonight.
I mean, help takes out the guards, clears the way in for us. A bow is actually perfect for the situation.
Very well. Come look for me when you're ready.
See you tonight.
That poison kit, you able to put that to good use between now and then?
What you need?
Well, you know the Castellantas are immune, aren't they?
Immune? Why
I'm not
would
sure,
they
I'm
be?
not sure the Castellanters would be.
Well, the cultists seem to be sure that they were.
Oh, really? That's what he said.
I think they've made a pact to
They're Finn people.
I guess ward off assassinations, but some of the guardsmen, maybe if we could knock them out rather than kill them, or, you know, disable them as best we can, might be worthwhile.
Poison, help.
Can do. These bolts, the one from your past kind, apparently the poison on this is able to knock a man unconscious. Makes the body limp.
Can you dip an arrow in alchemist's fire?
I've no idea.
I don't think it would last the flight.
Grabs 3 vials. It's a giant poisonous snake poison. It's normal poison. You can dip 3 pieces of ammunition in it, in each vial, so you have 9 doses in total, as it were. And it is DC 11 con check, con save, or 3d6 damage, half on a save.
Thank you.
I did my Eldritch Blast on the.
Kind of roll it on my fists.
Hold it
The sandwich.
It's injury.
How does it work on weapons? Did we change it that you get it works? Is it just one cut on a weapon, or do you get to? Does it last for a while?
So,
Because we had like a homebrew rule on melee poison, because the generic rule is.
no, the general rule. I think I think we might have like do it wrong. Let me see. It says you can use the poison to coat 1 slashing or piercing weapon, or up to 3 pieces of ammunition. Once applied, the poison retains. Applying the poison takes an action. A creature hit by the poison ammunition must make. Once applied, the poison retains potency for 1 minute.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
So the only reason it says 3 pieces of ammunition is because otherwise for ranged weapons it's
it's
like
terrible.
yeah, you shoot 1 and that's it.
So on the bowstring.
That's how it works in games.
So it lasts for 1 minute, 10 rounds, and it's 1 weapon or 3 pieces of ammunition.
Okay. I'll give one file to you.
Sorry, so it's 9 doses if you use it in ammunition.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's 3 doses. It's 3 vials.
So it's 3 of those, but I'll give you 2, maybe 1, 2. Because yours is a bludgeoning weapon, so I don't think you can use poison on a bludgeoning weapon, can you?
No.
I can burn my damage.
Just hitting them with a flat of a hammer.
Hitting them in the if they're already wounded, just hitting that wound.
Okay.
So, are we just going to wait out the rest of the... I mean, presumably we don't want to get ourselves in more trouble.
I want some spells. I want some spells. I want to sleep.
I'm not sure you're going to be able to get any rest
I'm
between
going
now
to
and
sleep
then.
until time. Give me a solid 7, 8
I mean,
hours.
depending on when you want to go. If you wait until like 7 or 8 and then go to sleep, then you can wake up like at 4 a.m. or middle of night in winter, with still some hours to go before,
Sounds good to
Okay.
me.
and then you can get a long rest that way.
I guess that makes sense. We'll tell Zuraj that then. We'll say we'll be there in the early hours. I'll throw a stone against the window to...
Yeah,
let him
3
know.
a.m. You can depart after a long rest.
Okay, well I guess we'll go back to the house and just, unwind, chill.
Yeah. Okay. Chill. Prepare. Finish. Designing your plan. Whatever. We just wing it.
Here's wing.
On my 4 hours of watching, I'll be looking at the rooftops, looking for the Black Viper.
Okay. So you're gonna do watches.
I'll be polishing the armour for a while.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Got to get this armour as shiny as my old one.
Make 2 perception checks because
So
you're
we're-
doing
We're
two
going back to
watches.
the house, waiting
Right.
around,
16
then
and a 9.
sleeping,
16
waking
and
up at
9.
3 in the morning.
Right.
That's
Who else is doing watches?
So we are
Take one.
long resting, right?
Okay. So what you are gonna be watching from the garret or?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's my bedroom.
Oh,
That's
it's your
fine.
bedroom,
Yeah,
then.
you can, because then you come down and wake me up and I'll take one.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So and you. So who's doing watches? You.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do
I'll-
it.
I'll do
Uh,
one.
Okay. So perception and perception checks, please.
13.
17.
Okay. So it actually happens during your first watch when everyone is sleeping and the evening already night. That you in the garret you notice a figure walking on the opposite side of the street where the manor is, just walking and crouch and stays there for like 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, appears to be just watching the manor, and it is this shadowy figure in like black leather armor with you can only you think you can only see it's quite far away, and the light from the lamps at street level doesn't quite illuminate there, and it's beyond your dark vision range, but you think only this part of the face shows as they had some kind of mask, and he's just watching.
Just gonna stare back and then wait until he leaves. I'm guessing he will leave. If he leaves, then I'll try and see which direction he goes.
Okay. After a while, you notice that it's looking in your general direction. Maybe after half an hour, 40 minutes, stands up quite straight, leans a bit against the chimney where they are kind of like standing next to, waves at you, and then
Oh, wave.
go up the gable and disappear on the other side.
Okay. I will tell whoever's on next watch that happened.
Okay.
That's me.
Is you? Yeah.
I'll keep an eye.
I don't know his intention, but
Sounds like they're not there to kill us if they're waving, but I felt like Keth once when he got taken to the boat. He went to see some dwarf and then he marched him to the boats down by the docks. I snuck outside and I heard them talking. They mentioned that Keth was like the prodigal son or something, so whoever he is important. At least we have that as leverage. So I don't even know they're killing. But they're certainly interested in him. So.
there's some confidence in their action.
Yeah, they know where he is and I guess they're just waiting for him to announce himself.
There must be something more. I mean, there's professionals.
They're dangerous people, I tell you that. We had a run-in with them once and they're a hell of a shot. They carry nasty poison. So, let's just hope we don't end up on the wrong side of them as well as everyone else. Anyway, get some rest. We got a busy day tomorrow.
I'll
Well,
head down to.
Yep.
Tonight.
I'll head down to like just kind of where the top of the stairs are to the entrance of the house and just kind of trance.
Okay. You do your trance there. One of the cats kind of like curls around you. The rest of the watch is what do you roll?
17.
17. And what do you roll?
14.
12. Okay. So your watch goes by uneventfully. You are looking now to see if there are any more like dark figures in the shadows slinking. There's nothing there. And during your watch, Silas, you're in the garret, kind of looking in that one direction, and then from outside and above the little window of the garret, you hear Silas.
I open the window and kind of look out.
You see from up top there a figure poking out with a leather, like tight leather mask, just eyes showing. And
That's a good way.
you
to
can
get
tell that they are smiling because of the smile in the eyes. Hey,
You alright? This is a good way to get yourself killed, sneaking around like this.
of course not.
Do I
So-
recognise the voice?
Make an intelligence check.
Keep rolling those 7s. 10?
10. You only know that you heard it before. And the eyes, you've seen these eyes before, but you are not. You cannot put your finger in it.
Is it a male or female one?
Can't put your finger in this.
You can't quite tell. It has a husky quality to it that it could be either, could be in the middle, and they look at you. I know what you did at the Castellantis.
Is that right?
I know you're going again. You're gonna get killed.
Maybe I am.
It's gonna be fun.
I hope so. Can I make a guess as to who it is?
I mean, you as a player, you can make whatever guess you want.
Can I roll again after this bit of conversation?
With disadvantage.
If you guess this correctly, you did tell him.
That's... No. Well,
There is you saw this person not long ago.
Silas,
Remind me.
Silas, Billy, pay attention. You're meant to keep watch.
Remind me who it is that's going to be enjoying my spectacle of a death so much.
Well, you and your friends, you're interesting. You have a new fan, and what a fan! The Black Viper himself. See you around.
Strange. Close the window.
There's no further sounds or anything.
Sorry. I mean, I don't know if you told me that, but do I know who the Black Viper was?
It was in the newspapers. It's in
Ah,
the
yeah.
broadsheets, like somewhere. You have a broadsheet.
What do you say that word?
But it wasn't related.
Broadsheet.
But it wasn't related to the
Huh?
Broadsheet.
Broadsheet.
It wasn't related to the drow, was it?
To
To the
the
drow, or it was related to the drow.
the what?
The drow.
No. It was. I mean, well, as far as you know, it was just reports of. It was a criminal
Okay.
that from many years ago, and
Yeah.
is now back.
Okay.
I thought it was the Drow. I thought that was the name the press were giving to the Drow murderers. But
Yeah, well, the drow
I thought it
was
might be
also
related,
slinking in the
yeah.
shadows in the rooftops, but this one in particular had been seen, recently around town.
Alright. It's 3 in the morning. Let's go get that motherfucker.
So you wake up, you get a bit of a bite from a heated up like get home stew, get stew, and then you decide to make your way out. So
We'll pick up Zaraj on the way as well.
Are you playing next week without me or the week after?
No, it's the week after without you, because Tom's not here next weekend.
How
so
do you want?
you go on and pick up Suraj
In a mid-combat.
I don't trust you guys.
and comes out with he's kind of like waiting
Sounds
outside.
If not all of us.
Actually, no, it's not waiting outside. As soon as you start going towards there, you see he's come out from the window of the attic and he's kind of like crouched there with his massive bow looking at you all. And as soon as you start walking towards, he hangs himself from like the gutters and starts climbing down, and then jump down in the snow.
You ready?
Yeah. You got a visitor last night.
I think we had more than one. Unless it was the same person that visited me that visited you.
It was the same. Still keeping my eye on him. Last couple of nights.
Yeah, they gave me a knock. Knew me by name. I recognised the voice, but I couldn't place it for the life of me. Said that.
Recognized the voice of the Black Viper.
Well, I don't know. They said that they had a fan. No, we had a fan. And that the Black Viper admired our work. They knew that we'd gone to the Castellantas. They knew we were going in today. It's disarming, but
Well,
I mean,
if they knew we were coming and they're our fan, we could enlist them to the next foray into whatever.
we can do. I was trying to think who it could be, but I got some ideas, but none of them work all the way.
That's something to think about. If he shows up the next time, maybe have a chat. Perhaps they'll be interested in partaking in our endeavours.
Yeah, unless it turns out that they're working for the enemy.
Well, they know a lot already, so.
It's getting a bit more complicated than I'd expected.
Well, there's no simple, Suraj.
Lead the way.
People like you can handle yourself anyway, can't
He has, by the way, you notice he has a massive bow. Like it is insanely big. It's a long bow, but also it's
composite.
it's like super strong. You can imagine that it takes a lot of strength to put it,
Girthy, long.
to draw it.
Super long and super girthy.
Could he fire a rope arrow from
Needs
it?
to sweat.
Girthy.
Yeah,
It's like the Uruk-hai bow.
kinda like.
It's the width. The wood is the width of my neck.
If we're gonna go, we need to move quickly and quietly. Because
I assume you've got your
Yeah,
Peshwari knife on. I can't remember what it's called.
So why none?
Let's do the
There's
thing.
raisins in
Actually,
Actually, I'm gone.
Genhorn, do you wanna give us that little bit of like silent groove on?
We'll just go into the house.
yeah, but there's guard patrols. There's gonna be guards all.
We wanna make sure we make our way there silently.
I thought we were killing the people on the outside. I also thought we were killing the people on the outside.
We are, but there's City Watch walking around, posted on the corners.
We want to be as silent as we can.
People moving around at 3 a.m. is gonna draw suspicion.
Oh, okay then.
Especially this guy. Look at the size of him.
Look at the size of that bow.
Yeah, what is with that bow? Maybe we can get that made.
It's custom made.
Can you fire people with that bow?
Actually, that'd be pretty convenient.
Very tiny people, perhaps.
Maybe Genhorn, Genfish.
Grappling hooks.
What about
Actually, what's the weight of a grappling hook?
4 pounds.
2
course.
kilos.
Well, he's a grappling hook guy.
might come in handy actually?
So that is passed without trace work with natural ones.
Oh, you've got
So Aaron got 23, but Ganon got 11.
11. Okay. Well,
God.
he will be noticeable by almost anyone that has at least one passive perception.
Get on, you're making a lot of noise. Stop it.
What are you talking about?
You're not meant to be talking whilst we're stealth.
And especially not singing. Come on, knock it off.
Oh, yeah, it's a song from my people. You want to hear a song from my people?
I don't. You've been singing it
You're
all
not meant to do a
morning.
haka whilst you walk, said the man who rolled the 1 as well.
I watched as that
happens.
So not doing good.
What did you roll?
I'm fine. I'm 16. 'Cause by God,
Yeah,
I'm
okay. You start making your way. You see some people that like lamps
We're gonna kill
and
the customer.
some
We're
city
gonna
watch
kill the
all
customer.
around the place. And one of a patrol kind of like sees the silhouette of Genhorn moving there. Excuse me, where are you going? And they kind of like
Give
four
him a-
people.
Quickly give him a nudge before slinking back. Just tell him you're on the way to your temple.
I was gonna go buy some chickens. That's what time we do.
But it's 3 in the morning. What's your name? Well, who are you? Where do you live?
Who are you?
They're easy to catch at night time.
We are the City Watch. We ask the questions with everything that's going on. We need to know while you are walking around the middle of the night.
Oh, I'm just going to my garden to get some food.
Your garden? What's your garden? What you?
The shrines of nature.
Okay. I mean, that's not a lie, but the fact you're there is a lie. So make a deception check.
We can have. Oh, that's the natural one.
No, you're not. What are you doing? Looks to a soldier, a member of the City Watch that is right next to him, and this one looks at you, and she kind of like draws her sword a bit. Why don't you come and spend tonight at our post, so we can keep an eye on you. You know, we'll release you in the morning. We cannot leave you outside at this time of the night with everything that's going on.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, the riots.
A bit quiet for a riot.
Well, it's a bit quiet because we are preventing people from being out and about like you are.
Do they not see us at all?
No, because I assume that you
we like scarping.
you kind of like moved away. You were hiding very well, and Genhorn was like there alone.
Flash your badge, tell them it's Enclave business and you can't explain it. You're on your way to the gardens.
So it's Enclave business? I can't really tell you why I'm out.
One of them looks. Enclave, huh? Make a persuasion check.
Come on, not a 1. That's a nice 13.
Shrines of nature, you say? Fuck him. You don't look too dangerous. Be on your way, and if you see anything strange, immediately report it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. Turn around and go away.
Make them a flower as a gesture of goodwill.
Can you actually do that with Druidcraft?
No, you can only make them bloom. You
Ah,
cannot like create
no.
them out of
Keith
nothing.
does that, but not
I'm
Druidcraft.
so bloody proud of you, Genhorn.
I think that was a very good
It was a
hand.
good flush of the badge.
Very well done, Shane.
Brilliant flush of the badge.
That was the most sensible I think you've ever handled a situation. Well done.
Thank you.
And I was quite happy that you didn't just like offer them some money. So they went on their way.
I was quite happy you didn't just turn into a bear and maul them.
Oh, I forgot I had a short wrist.
Oh, guys, can I have a short rest? Okay, so you keep going, and you manage to avoid further contact with members of the City Watch or the City Guard. And as you reach the house, you see that there are in all 1, 2, 3, not that one, like the inside one, but
So 1, 2, 3,
3, 4, 5 corners. There are lights lamplights that are kind of like hooked from like protrusions and hooks that are in the fences all around the place, and there's one guard in each corner.
Oh, only one. One guard each. That's doable, right?
Yeah, well, might as well just go to the one that is the one that we want to go to.
I think it's easiest to take out both.
And you get the feeling that based on the amount of people on guards that are patrolling the cities, the streets in general, this is like an extra bit. But they feel they're like quite chill because they're confident that there are lots of guards and city watch like patrolling in general. So you can definitely tell that any shout, any cry for help will immediately attract patrols.
What do we do with the bodies if we take them out?
I mean, we can.
I can.
We're just gonna have to drag him away, or
I can take him up to the roof with me if needs be.
It's not a worst idea.
Are we going in the door?
Well, I mean, I thought we were climbing up.
Okay.
People will notice missing guards.
They will, which is why we gotta be quick.
So
Yeah.
someone should take the position of the missing guard and be a scout.
I don't think we can lose keeping a person here all night.
I don't know.
It's good to keep an eye on everything and see where the movement is.
Did you say you could like make it silent?
Yes, you keep telling me this, I can do it.
Alright, well, I mean, I think that's what we should do so that they don't shout.
But I think if we can just do it quick and quiet in one clean kill.
Okay, well, I mean,
Before they
if
can
that
enter,
works, I'm
yeah.
just worried that if
Too much resource to do it twice.
okay.
Siraj, how confident are you that you can peg one of these?
Headshot.
I should be able to.
Headshot.
Sniper.
Boom, headshot.
I think if we take out the two on this wall, then it gives us a little bit of time. If we take out one, the other one might notice one's missing. Because they're parallel.
I mean, it is quite a long distance. It's, well,
It is, but it's well lit though. That's the thing.
If we can see it, then both they can see each other.
well, if we can get rid of one, I can create an illusion that will stay there for a while.
Yeah, I think if you can create an illusion of one here, the other guard looks to be at this point, then they'll see them and think everything's fine still.
Hmm.
Erin, you said you wanna talk to one initially, so that if it goes wrong, then you're in position to take him out.
Sure.
So I think safest one's this one here. Zaraj takes out this one with you as support. I'll shoot this one with Erin in support.
Where are you?
So we're on that side, let's say 60 feet?
On
or
that side,
80
okay.
Feet, I don't know.
So what you notice as well is that there are lights. You don't see through the hedge, but there is like the haze of a lamp lights from the grounds and are moving. So there are several lights in the grounds and they're moving.
That's just.
And there's light in what you know is the master bedroom window coming. From there, from the
Sitting room? Piano room?
no,
Playroom?
sorry, not from that one room, from Amalia's study, private study. So she's apparently awake. It's the only light in the whole house,
So,
or someone is awake there.
just so we're aware, are we gonna try to climb to the roof? We're not gonna go through the main door? Or are we gonna go through the main door?
I think the roof's the safest option, right? If we climb up,
Grapple.
if we grapple up, we might be able to climb into the master sitting room window, which is just on this side of the wall, third floor.
Okay, we take those two out. I create an illusion of a guard on this area so the other guy can see him. And then you all start climbing up.
Well, I'll climb it and I'll fix a rope for you.
Yeah. Alright.
So as you stand there, make a stealth check because, as I say, there are more patrols. So you're kind of like
We'll have less than.
in an alley or slinking behind. Well, alley.
34.
There are no good alleys
Yeah.
here because this is the seawall, but hedges and trees.
So So the 19 and a 22.
19 and 22,
30.
30. Yeah, I mean,
34 and
13.
no one is going to have a passive perception better than that.
13.
What?
13.
13? I think you just made it. Because like it's about 12, the passive perception of like guards at night, because they're human mostly. So it's minus. So
Oh no, I've got. Oh, the hood is just means I don't have to
yeah,
say
you don't have the advantage basically.
Although you are
They have
standing.
disadvantage to receive you actually. So
Yeah.
that's my 5.
yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, they roll. Oh yeah, they have -5 to see you.
We're good. I'm invisible. Let's go.
Oh, you actually are standing invisible.
Okay, so yeah, you wherever you position yourself, like in a house opposite, behind like a bunch of trees, and you're hiding.
I'm walking over to this guard.
To that guy,
Yeah.
to the, next to the coach
The
house.
Genhorn and I are also going. We're going to stop within about 30 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna stop there, 30 feet.
Siraj and I are gonna be in an alley. Siraj is gonna be cooking his boat
Okay.
to this guy here, and I'm gonna be blasting behind him if it needs be. Like,
Okay.
so
I'm there. I'll be there ready with Toll dead.
With shatter.
Storm blast!
Yeah. Okay, so you go and talk. You are approaching us. As soon as you come out of the shadows, the guy kind of like was kind of like leaning against the corner there. Stand
Before I
straight,
go, I'm like,
halberd
wish me luck.
in hand, and you can tell that it's city guard. It's army. It's not city watch. So
What was that?
you know you're
You
so
got
familiar
guidance.
with this. These people are not used to treat with members of
Oh,
the
is that
public.
tax?
They don't have the patience and the
Is that tax or just saving? throw?
know how to deal with the with normal people because they're not police.
no,
They're
that's
an
right.
army, so they are a bit trickier to deal with. They follow their orders to the
I hope I
letter.
don't
They're
need
army.
I'll just give you guys.
So looks
I'll
at
take
you.
it, I'll take it.
Who goes there?
Hello. You walk up to him. I'm sorry to bother you.
Not closer than that.
How close
Who are you? I mean, 10 feet stops you.
I'll kind of slow down and just kind of slowly kind of walk towards him. Oh, sorry. I'm not from around here, and I was out with friends, and it got late, and
I'm gonna.
The other guard, because it's not that far away from the corner where Siraj and they're looking, he's looking. Everything all right there?
In your head.
It's all right. And looks at you.
Oh wait, no, I'll do it because Raj takes
Okay. What do you need?
Siraj,
In
I'm-
Siraj's head, sorry, just because it's time
Yeah.
sensitive, he just hears count to 10 and take the shot.
Okay. He starts counting. 10.
and well, I was.
Yeah.
So you're just like
Six,
trying to get close to him, basically.
five,
Yeah, and just kind of dithering and talking
Four,
about how I'm lost and
3,
I don't know where I am.
2.
Well, go
One.
go look for some city watch. I don't.
No, I'm not
Oh,
here.
Siraj
Raj
shoots.
shoots and I shoot the guy that he's talking to.
Okay, so go for it. Advantage.
Yeah, because I've seen attacker. I knocked this dice and I have no idea what it was with the first roll. So I'm just going to roll it again. It was a 9 and a 19.
Go ahead.
Siraj, I don't know. Do you want to roll for him or?
So roll your damage first.
So I'm using one of the
Poison.
poisons.
Just roll natural damage first and then the other one.
Okay, so
So as soon as this hits, I'm going to get ready to kind of hammer the bolt in, and then also just push him against the wall so he doesn't fall down and clang everywhere.
Okay.
so sneak attack. That's gonna be 16.
16?
points of-
16 total.
Yeah.
Had exactly 16. So as the ball, he's like, stay where you are. Go talk to this. And you just see the tail end of the ball just poking out of the throat and a single drop of blood.
Just press his body against the wall. so
Okay,
he doesn't
you
fall.
press it, and then
Oh, Siraj.
who's attacking for Siraj?
Is he a rogue or no?
Roll with advantage.
That's a 12 and a 12. A 12 plus whatever he's got.
Plus 7.
Okay, 19.
So Siraj rolls. If you want to roll, his oversized longbow is 2d6 plus 4,
Yeah,
so
well,
it's
you
4d6.
That's,
No, it's not critical. It's 2d6 plus 4.
that's not very good.
God.
That's 9
He said he was confident.
points of damage.
Has he got a second shot? He's got poison. He's got poison, doesn't he? Of
Oh, yeah, he's
course.
got-
Oh yeah, he's got
Surely.
poison. Like zoom, It goes, and instead of being like finesse like this, it goes straight through the chest. Constitution saving throw 11. 15. So 3d6
Yeah, it takes
divided by 2.
Takes another 6 points of damage because it's 12 total.
12 total.
So 6.
So yeah, so 6 more. So it's
12
got 1 hit
half.
point
6 and it was 9 before, so it's 15. So he goes, and well, he's gonna go.
No, I was going to shoot it.
Okay, well you have your.
My Eldritch Blast. I know it's light. but
Okay,
it's a bit
okay.
more
Shoot
obvious.
your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, it's gonna hit the first one. That's cocked up. I'll be honest with it. 9 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. So you go, and then blow his head out and it just slams to the ground.
It's gonna make a bit of noise.
And you are holding this one.
Yeah, and I'm
I mean,
gonna lower him
yeah.
down and then start dragging him to the shadows also.
Okay, so you're gonna drag into the shadows.
Make a
And
new
then
one.
move quickly.
Make a new one.
I'm just gonna make I'm gonna make a silent image of the I'm gonna make one of the one that was here. That's
Yeah.
that's a
Okay,
silent-
there's one in the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a silent image of the guy sort of walking in that direction, and then I'm gonna
Walking.
well, just like walking a little bit, sort of like so.
Yeah.
So if someone looks, it's gonna look like
Yeah.
a little bit further away from the wall.
Okay.
And I'm just
the
gonna-
moment someone moves there, and with a bit of noise, you hear the one that is at the very tip end of the corner. Again. Oh, yeah, everything all right there?
The guy's gonna lift the hand.
Okay. And what do? You lift the hand and
Yeah.
stay there.
Thumbs up. I'm just gonna walk back.
Okay. So you move that one back to the shadows, and Zirash starts going over there and grabs the
That's gonna
body,
be crazy damage. But
puts it on the shoulder.
at this, I've started to make my way towards the wall and got the rope with the grappling hook and
Yeah.
start to climb it.
Okay, so you're gonna start climbing. You see some a voice coming from inside, and this is definitely has another tone. It doesn't have like this military tone. It's a house guard. Who are you calling out there? Is everything all right? A voice coming from inside one of the people in the grounds with the lamps, calling out to because of the guards were calling each other
Hang on.
outside.
Check if I can do a thing.
Siraj kind of like looks around.
Wait.
So
wait.
okay.
I
I just wanted to ask you if you're trying to like pretend to have an accent of like a god, would that
Yeah,
be performance?
performance.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna look around and I want to wait for him because he's checking something.
I was thinking, can't you do something with sound with prestidigitation? Or is that a different spell? Oh no, that's thaumaturgy. I think
That's
that's thaumaturgy.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna try to like have the yeah, everything right. No, I mean I don't know what's the accent of like the.
Oh, they were like shouting. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so roll performance.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all alright.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right here.
A-okay.
It's okay with
Groovy, baby!
with an 11, baby.
Oh. You sure? You sure? Okay. Well, okay. Give us a shout if you need anything. I'll grab you a bite.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, my friend.
That was a strange accent. No, he doesn't say that. But you are like, oh wait, that didn't come out. Like.
Thanks, mate.
Pal, we're on pal.
Oh, thanks, pal. Thanks, pal.
Okay, so what are you
do a
doing?
climbing
You're
roll.
gonna try and climb.
Oh god, there's that natural one on climbing. Trying
Okay.
to get my foot in.
So as you're trying to get your foot in, you get maybe
That's
3
guidance.
feet, and you put your foot on a build-up of snow in one what appears to be a nice piece of brick coming out, and you just slip and go down onto the
What do
ground.
I
I'm
keep
gonna
letting you
dart
climb
over
things.
to the door and just like put my back against the wall.
Okay,
So right next to the door.
push the back against the wall.
Fucking hell.
I mean, you climbed 10 feet before you fell, so you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit.
I thought it was 3 feet.
You want me to go out?
Just shoot the bloody grapple. Thresh.
Siraj is kind of like there with you, moves against the wall with
How's
you.
the grab? Give me the grapple. I'll just go all the way up. I'll just put it there.
Tie.
Okay, here. I'll just grab the.
Okay.
What's happening?
I'm just making you levitate.
You're making me levitate.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can tie.
Wait. No, are you using your drow magic?
Is it enough?
It's
for something?
self only.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's not working.
You realise you started to
I'm gonna try again. Just gonna.
I think so. Wait.
That's fine, man. Don't worry about it. Just skip this roll.
Guidance.
That's 15. No, 17.
Yeah, it's fine. You start like climbing again. So you're all there. Are you also moving against the wall where everyone is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just put the me is just even we're not doing like play by play, but just so I get an idea where you guys
I
are.
was so worried about where
No.
I'm gonna.
How do you know? The minutes are. They're all dead. Maybe you
Can I
took
just
them
be
out
one of
with
the
a-
patrol
with an app.
guards?
Oh, I took them out.
I was gonna
can
take
you-
post of this guy. I was
Okay,
gonna stay there.
so you climb first floor. So 10 feet. You are on the first floor level. So you need to keep climbing.
So I'll go again.
Yeah,
12.
that's enough. There are very good holes here in this wall because it's not like a super smooth wall. You are on the second floor. This is the one you are on. Like
I'm on this wall. Yeah. So. I'm
yeah, you're
Yeah.
on that one.
'Cause I'm
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
along
exactly on
towards
that
the-
piece of paper. So and now is the last bit is towards it. It slopes a bit towards the attic.
Guide him. He's got it. He's already got it.
You have to climb up to do it.
11.
11. It's all right. You grab the gutter. You reach the end and grab the gutter and pull yourself up there.
He really has to lose some weight.
Is there a chimney?
Yes.
He ain't get it down a chimney.
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking. He's shouting.
I'm not sure you're meant to comment this.
I'm invisible.
Sorry. He ain't getting down that
So you know that the best way to use a grappling hook, just in case you as Elliot don't know.
Hook it on the other side of the chimney so it.
Well, you put it around
Oh, and then hook
hook
it to the rope.
this end of the rope, so
Yeah.
it's basically very safe.
Yeah.
So you do 2 loops for safety, and then hook it, and then throw the loose end. So you are all down there, and then
Less safe with 2 loops.
it's less safe.
Because you need the tension in order for that to come up and not actually come loose. And if you've got 2 loops, then this thing becomes loosely hanging and then just come off. And then
Yeah, I mean, if there's enough friction, it will like
it should just
get.
stop.
The less he knows. The less he knows.
So what do you do?
All the loops.
Well,
Who's first?
You start climbing with advantage.
And then I'm gonna lower myself down
Uh-huh.
just to the. So the if there's, I assume there's gonna be a window along probably this wall.
Yeah, there are windows.
So I'm gonna lower myself down to that window, and then I'm gonna. Actually, I don't even need to lower myself. I'm a fucking arcane trickster. I'm gonna mage hand my thieves' tools to it
Mhm.
and just start to try and get
Okay.
that window unlocked.
As soon as you look at it, you realize this is a very well built house. So it's not like those dodgy windows with a massive gap, then you can just pop the latch up.
Yeah.
This one is well constructed, so it's not gonna be as easy, but go for it.
This dice keeps rolling ones.
So you go with the thieves' tools, and the mage tool kind of like botches it, bloop bloop, and the thieves' tools, the pig, kind of like, sinks in snow next to you guys.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah, my voice in your head. Drop my pig. Can you grab that for me?
Smoothly done.
So you are gonna climb.
Yeah, I rolled 19.
19. You go.
Come on, man.
You
You've done this
do
100 times.
15
You'll be
feet.
fine.
You fall.
Nice, I
Full
rolled
half
20s and
movement.
ones.
Well, no.
What?
What's your half movement?
Living on the edge, mate.
25?
25.
Actually.
I've got 55.
Yeah, you do. You see Arion starts climbing like. You do 2 floors and a half on one climb, 25 feet.
Is this athletics?
Athletics.
So 20 for me.
20 for you. You do your half speed, so 15. So you are 1 floor and a half. Arion is like 10 feet above you.
I wonder how many bloody pull-ups I do. He kept quick at me. Kept going.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for him.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we're all going there, but yeah.
I'm already climbing.
Yeah.
Like,
So
we wait until
Oh.
it's not like the heaviest people on the rope at the same time.
When did I roll twice? Oh, because I got advantage. 19.
19. Also, you have speed. You move. So you are still at the top.
Oh, again.
The attic.
Natural 1. And that's a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Thank God, getting on.
So he can go, okay, I got this. He goes, oh, I'm not using my feet. Wait, and then starts using his feet, and yeah, also half speed. So at that point, he's essentially bumping against your ass, and he's like, come on, make a second athletic check. Where do you want to go all the way up to the attic?
Yeah.
To the gable floor of the attic.
Reinforced, so I have to roll in it.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably should not be all hanging on the rope at the
so
same time.
14.
14, you move 20 of the
High quality.
potential 25, but you get there because it was 10, 20, 30. So you get there.
Good.
Yeah,
Who
you're
is
right.
that?
15.
15.
Yeah, you also get there.
Yeah, I'm probably fine. 16.
You also get there.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20 also gets there. So you all manage, all 5 of you manage to get there. And Siraj is kind of like, looks at you and taps his head.
You just gonna wait outside for surveillance, or do you want to do it from up here?
Roof sounds good. And starts climbing.
Man, if
we
we
think-
think. Man.
Yeah, you got the first bit and the second bit at 19. And he goes, kind of like gets in there. So the bodies, Siraj hit one with he's got a lot.
Did you do anything with the second one? You ran off.
I need you to roll. I need to roll.
Concealed body check.
No, I need to roll wisdom stealth.
Okay,
So it's kind of like a mix of survival and stealth.
6.
6. Okay.
On natural 2.
Yeah, you put it like
I
behind.
mean, because it's the same guy that he killed. Could he have seen that he was being?
No,
like,
because
idiotic?
I ran to
Yeah,
the.
he was
fine.
up there. So you hit it like behind what appears to be a tree and a group of crates, and just drop some snow on top of it, and then move on.
It's the best way. Put it in a cart with snow on it.
Okay, so you're all up top, where the roof kind of like slopes and closes in on an attic
This
that
reminds me
is
of my
totally
people.
sealed. Appears to be
Look at my pick.
appears to be give me 1 second. No windows.
God.
No windows at all.
Can I? Is enough time passed for me to try that window again with the pick?
Isn't there a window on the actual attic? In the actual attic?
So
on the
no,
roof?
the attic appears to be sealed.
Ah, yeah.
So Jane Devil has some.
Yeah, hey, so he can say hi to people.
Gellhorn.
Okay,
Mulder.
I mean you can. Okay, yeah, the difficulty will have increased with this window as you're not entirely sure how it works, and it's
Never says window.
26.
26. You did it 25.
There you go.
As you go there, you go. Okay, no, wait. Zzz, the mage hand kind of like lifts the thing, applies a bit of pressure to the window, and then and the latch on the inner side.
No, I'm just gonna get the rope, just lower myself down
Mhm.
to the window and quietly try
Yeah.
and open it.
Yeah. Use a very complicated system that you manage to like somehow figure out at a distance. And you see there, let's see, what do you see there? You see,
So where are we now?
We're on this floor.
There.
Must have been.
you see there's the master's sitting room,
Yeah, master sitting room. Sorry.
and
the best room. 100% breather.
you see it is a room furnished for comfort and includes overstuffed chairs, fainting couches, and a wine bar. And it is, yeah, it's a sitting room for like chillaxing.
Should we chillax for a while?
It has a beautiful wine bar with some liquor that you know some of the stuff there is the most exclusive and expensive of what.
I'm gonna summon my bastard sword.
Am I reading
And
this
I'm going-
right? Sorry to interrupt you, Kat. Just the only way into Amalia's
Yeah,
study
it's through the master bedroom.
through the master bedroom, but the only way through the master bedroom is through the master sitting room. So you have to come up these stairs, through this door, through this door, through
There
this
is another one from the middle.
No, this is a linen closet.
Oh yeah.
So you have to, it's like a trail, you have to go all the
Yeah,
way through.
yeah. It's the classic thing. The master sitting room is like the
Antechamber.
antechamber, and then you have the chamber, and then you know that it is built kind of like a.
Yeah. No, it works really well for us. No way. I'm gonna bust
So
the
you're in the
door.
master sitting room, and no one there. You like a massive bastard
I'm
sword.
gonna attach my bastard sword and just make it sparkly.
Make it sparky. Okay. Cast
Elemental weapon.
elemental weapon, which lasts
For an hour.
for an hour. Okay.
Correct.
What element? You have to choose an element. Or-
Yeah, lightning. I'll just
Lightning. Okay.
Fire.
Sparks. Sparkles.
Sparkly.
Oh.
I knew you'd like that.
Put my head
I was gonna go for thunder, but it might not be the best idea for tonight.
That special effect is quite pathetic, actually.
You want me to try it on you?
Is it concentration?
As soon as
That guy
you.
disappears.
Oh yeah, shit. The god disappears.
You what?
The god disappears.
Oh, the god
Well, probably. I
disappears.
mean, I don't have any visual side of him, so imagine.
Okay. What else are you doing?
I'm gonna lean out just out the window and gesture to.
Oh, sorry. I thought we'd all joined you.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have casted before.
Oh yeah,
going
that
in
makes
there.
that makes more sense. I've got an idea. Looking at the blueprints, this door. I'm gonna gesture.
Okay, so you're all inside there.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Behind.
You, Niall, and you, Arian, hear the faintest snoring coming from the master bedroom.
I point to the door. and
He's out cold.
Works well for us. I won't whisper properly because there's a microphone, but I'm whispering.
Yeah.
So, this door here is the only door into this room, and this door here is the only door.
That's the one.
It's the only door into the master bedroom. If I bust that lock, if we make a loud noise, which we're going to, it prevents the guards at least from coming right in.
Are you gonna bash that lock
I can just try and
quietly? It might be a good time for that spell of yours.
Get up to the balcony.
I can do it quietly.
Okay,
I can just do it with a tool.
It's
I know,
difficult.
but what I'm saying is, if you cast a spell while in this place we're in, we're going to be able to bust that lock and open the other door in complete silence. None the wiser, anyone. And then we can enter the other room.
what I'm more concerned about is who's sleeping in that room.
That's the master bedroom. So
Surely it
So
must.
they're going to be the ones we're really afraid of, not the guards.
But that's
No.
what I mean. If it is silent here, they will know we opened the door. We might be able to
Do what?
kill them in their sleep.
We
Well,
can do that if they're spellcasters, then they need to speak, as do you. But we can use that against them.
That is
I
a good,
also have a
that is
giant
a good,
warhammer.
very good point. Actually, yeah, spellcasters should not be able to cast spells.
if he's sleeping, I think we should be able to open the door quietly enough not to wake him.
Right, do your thing.
So this door here, which I presume has a lock, because I'm gonna get the thieves' tools and just try and basically fuck the lock up as much as I can. Like just mash the tumblers, lock it, and
Okay. Well, I mean, it's quite hard, as I told you before, like to like break a lock with picks, but
Could I?
go for it.
could I make sure the door's locked
Yeah.
and then basically jam a stiletto in there so that a key can't go in.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so yeah, make a thieves' tool check.
8.
18, that's fine. So you lock it, and then you jump stiletto.
Yeah, I'll take that little one that we got from that body.
Okay.
Wait, does it match?
I mean, that's probably a nice one.
Yeah, you know the 3 that I have, the 3 throwing knives that I have.
Yeah.
Those are the little stilettos, aren't they?
Yeah, those are stilettos, and then you have the new one that.
Does the
Kat
new one
gave you.
feel like nice, better balanced than the other ones?
I mean, yeah, it feels like it should be great to like throw.
I mean, during
Okay,
the
I'll take
rest,
one
you
then.
probably would have been able
Yeah,
to.
yeah. I'll take one of the old ones, just the regular ones I bought then, and jam that in, and then put the new one in its holder.
Okay,
in its
cool.
place. That's really stop a
Um,
key going in there. It's nice and locked.
Move. Now. It's time for the castle hunters to meet their maker.
Is that where we probably want it? I assume we don't want it.
Well, let's see if you open the door first.
Yeah, let's see if you
Guidance.
open the
Yeah,
door.
let's see what happens.
Do the
Open,
silence,
open the door.
And
let's see
then
what
stand above the bed with our swords.
yeah, Nazgul
And
style.
we cut its fade to black.
let's see. Yeah. Okay.
How
So
we can carry on
I'm gonna
until-
open the door.
No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to open the door. I can try it. Okay, I'll try and open the door.
Kill the door.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Guidance.
I mean, we got a butler.
So-
but
Everyone is there.
Is it locked? Am I trying to unlock it, right?
Yep. Okay.
No pressure. Don't fuck up. No
Did you
pressure.
did guide him?
Don't you fuck up.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't you dare fuck up.
13.
13. You go. And the tumblers, it's so smoothly, like, this lock is a good one, and you can't.
let me have a look. Let me have a look. This might be one of the ones they have in the Underdark.
If you got any nice words to say, say
Yes.
them.
Don't fuck up. Guidance.
That's how you do guidance. Don't.
No.
No, I got +9 to mine. Well,
You go.
What's the skill?
it's
Proficiency
dexterity.
plus dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
14, same thing. You are fighting with the tumblers, and it's just not working out.
Okay,
Give me
hang
time
on.
to think.
Wait, no. Okay. If you do your silence thing, we'll just destroy the door. No one will know.
I guess we could lock it from the other side, and then we got double barrier. Well, then we got no exit. Look, just give me a few minutes to examine the lock.
Alright, go for it.
I guess I'm just gonna spend some time looking at the lock and just.
Siraj kind of. Let me try.
Can I help it?
Just
You-
pat him in the back.
You can't
Guidance.
help
I
him.
mean,
You can guide us, but you can't.
Can I help him? Can I
Uh,
tell him what I was struggling with and like?
Okay, yeah, that works. That works. So.
don't do that.
Yeah, you're both kind of like, and then he's like, "Don't shoulder serve me."
It's like
Okay, who wants to roll?
back room look, backseat look
You've
because
been a real
Yeah.
bloody disappointment so far,
I'm not
right?
sure. No, you're not rolling.
Roll. It's he's got +7.
D4.
That's a
that's pretty
16. So
Do the guidance as
20,
well.
yeah,
And
20.
the guidance
Oh,
Do it.
plus 2 more.
25.
25.
25. He goes. Stop. Leave me at work. There you are. Takes the piece out and go. And steps back so you can open.
With that wisdom stealth check, that doesn't work with pass without trace, does it?
No, because I presume
Better hiding body.
hide bodies without a trace.
So the door is unlocked.
I want to call it. I don't want to open that
No,
door.
let's open the
No, let's
door.
open the
Come
door.
on.
Very smooth, and it's not like. It's like.
His eyes. Looking at right
As
at
you open it, there is a beautiful double bed with one of those things, like a canopy.
Four-poster.
Yeah,
Four-poster,
yeah.
just a minute.
Canopy. and
Very colonial.
you see a man there that you already you recognize. Vittorio Casalanta is there, and he's just sleeping with a book on his chest, kind of like in his nightgown. And there's no sign of Amalia.
But we can probably see like a crack of light coming from
Yeah,
the stone
there's a
door.
kind of light coming from the study.
Alright, silence. And then I send it.
You cast silence. Is it verbal?
It's verbal, so shit.
I mean,
Is it verbal?
You mo-
I can
actually,
try
you
and
mo-
say it quietly, and we
Uh,
are in Pass Without Trace for this, so that might help.
Yeah. Make a wisdom stealth check. Wisdom because it's your spell casting
it
ability.
is.
Yeah, it's probably verbal. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, make a spell casting ability check.
Come on, this is
Would
good.
you guys-
I mean, you've been rolling shit the whole night. Surely this is the moment.
To roll that one.
I don't want to leave if this is a bad roll. You're not playing without me.
I like it.
Alright.
Silence!
Yeah,
that's
pretty
good.
Plus 4.
Plus 10.
Okay, so you go. You touch your symbol of Seluni, and it goes, and it suddenly. Oh, did it work? What do you do?
Quit.
We end the session.
We're quitting now.
Oh, 4.
We need time to think.
Okay, so you are surrounding the Vittorio
Yeah, we're gonna
Casalante.
go with the knives. Last
You go
style.
Nazgul style all around Vittorio Casalante in the master bedroom. Silence. Who's not gonna be here
So
next
I
week?
could ritual cast that. So
Yeah, that's 10 minutes.
Plus
Jesus.
10 minutes.
10 minutes of chanting.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, Vittorio, can you just hold it for a moment?
Like, let's go.
Stay asleep, little Victor.
Alright, so who's not here next week?
No, next week we've got no session because it's neither Tom or George.
Oh, and then
Unless you want to double up on characters.
no, that's definitely too many
We
missing.
can definitely do
So
it.
then
because
the session after that is about me. So
Okay.
You'll
okay.
be fine. You've got
Anyway.
loads of AC.
Oh, there's people there.
like 100 sessions without me.
Say
so
hi.
it's fine.
Hello. I don't know who's there, but I hope you enjoy this. If you watch any of it. This the party.
Tom's in there.
Tom is in there.
Old cardboard. Tom is there.
What does he say? Am I dead yet?
Needs more.
You're lucky
needs
to
more
be
beers.
alive, Tom. You're lucky to be alive.
And then there's yeah.
I mean,
Anyway, yeah. We'll see where this goes. I can't believe you're about to try and murder the Vittorio Casalante in their sleep.
we're gonna make fucking piss work of this. Well, you better.
Wow.
You better.
Do not fucking
You know
tell me the dungeon
how
master.
you know how
like
attacking
that.
someone in the sleep works. You attack with advantage, and it's an auto crit if
Yeah.
you hit.
With that mace.
Oh, you're gonna mace him.
Of course I am. I'm hoping he's fiendish because I think he's still 2d6.
And okay, this
That's good.
Cover his eyes.
Use my Nova wisely.
I mean, his eyes are closed. Don't worry about
Well,
it.
it's just the light.
You know, just a very
This is
quiet
gonna
damage.
be
Light
interesting.
spell.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, see you
Adios.
soon.
Bye.
Gainborn, you did well. You
Yeah.
cast some spells. You
Yeah.
killed some people.
Turn to a bear.
You almost died
Actually,
because there was a cave fisher that really wanted to eat some
I mean,
furball.
based on how much danger Gamhorn was in the session he missed, I'm definitely dying.
Hey,
I am dead.
we never have like battle combat heavy sessions. And this one you had a lot of combat and an escape with a random encounter. So yeah,
It was good.
That's great.
It was good.
many combats in a same adventuring day. We even played by the by the recommended rules today.
If you your last session is going to be a hilarious one at least.
Yeah, I might actually die without me intending to.
I mean, you are going to try.
organically.
I mean, I think we've all
Well, no, if we
agreed.
can take one wizard out, then all we have to do is kill another wizard and a devil. And maybe loads of guards.
Maybe we start the next campaign sooner than we expected. Because we're not rolling 5 new characters to finish this. I'm just gonna have an epilogue like saying what happened to
So just pile up corpses of new characters outside the wall.
You do that scene in that
kind of
Brad Pitt movie.
like
Wolsey.
Z
Yeah, Wolsey.
yeah, we'll see. Anyway.
Peace.
Adios.
or Killbot.